The starters are loosening up. The grounds crew is putting the finishing touches on the field. And the anthem singer is warming up. It's time for the on-deck circle. Now, with a preview of today's game, here's the voice of the Salt Lake Bees, Steve Klauke.
Well, a very good evening to you, and welcome to Salt Lake Bees baseball. Another gorgeous night here in Sacramento. The Bees getting ready to take on the River Cats in the finale of a 4-game series. The River Cats have won 2 out of 3 so far, including yesterday's 7-4 win, in which they used a big 6-run fourth inning. The final 4 coming out of Mike Rouse' grand slam off Jonathan Rauenhorst for the 7-4 win. The Bees' loss combined with Tacoma's 13th win in their last 14 games, a 6-5 decision over Fresno, brings the Rainiers to within 2 games of the first-place Bees, the first time the race has been this close since the end of play on June 12th, when Salt Lake held a 2-game lead. Tacoma later on tonight will be hosting Fresno again, but a couple of injuries yesterday has taken a pair of players away from Tacoma, as Seattle had to call up outfielder Shin-Soo Choo, as well as pitcher Emiliano Fruto, to take roster spots left behind on injuries to Jeremy Reed, the Mariners center fielder, and pitcher Sean Green. Meanwhile, the Sacramento River Cats with a win at 41-43, still 10 games behind first-place Tucson in the Pacific South. The River Cats in third place, 1 game behind the second-place Las Vegas 51s. Our pitching matchup for tonight's game, for the Bees, it'll be left-hander Nathan Bland on a night that's going to be given to the bullpen. Bland expected, they hope to go at least 3 innings and then turn things over to the rest of the bullpen for the night. And for the River Cats, it'll be right-hander Ben Fritz, who has a record of 1-2. When we come back, a closer look at what happened last night here at Raley Field. And we'll do that right after this timeout here on ESPN 1230.
Next.
Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you look like Patricia Heaton?
Oh, thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you had me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm...
the driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and tureen tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteak.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. How are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Paulie Colosimo here. Yo, along with Joey as always. So, Paulie, tell the folks why we're so excited for spring to get here.
That's easy, so we can sunbathe in our Speedos, right?
Well, I do enjoy that. And with the packs we have, the ladies enjoy it too. But that's not what I had in mind.
Oh, well, you must be talking about grilling some of our Magnifico Colosimo sausages then.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Paulie.
Bada bing.
When most people think about grilling, they think about chicken or steaks. But those are wimp meat.
Yeah, if you want something with real taste and real kick, you gotta go with authentic Colosimo sausages on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice thick broths, a mild Italian or Tuscan. Just thinking about it makes me saliva ache.
Yeah, some hot Italian, which kind of reminds me of us in our Speedo.
A couple of hot Italians. You got that right, Joey.
Colosimo sausage. The sausage people. Now available at Dan's, Macy's, and Smith's.
Welcome back to Sacramento, where last night the River Cats drew first blood of the second inning as Nate Espy walked, stole second base, and was there with 2 outs for D'Angelo Jimenez. Just first pitch, and Jimenez grounds one right side, past the diving Kendrick and the diving Remolay. Here comes the run around third. The throw to the plate, not in time. A seeing eye ground ball base hit for D'Angelo Jimenez to right field, puts the River Cats out in front, 1-0. 1-0, but the Bees were able to bounce back in the third and took the lead as Reggie Willits tripled into the right field corner, his 4th 3-base hit of the year, and Curtis Pride followed. Now the 3-2 payoff pitch to Pride, swung on, line back through the middle and into center field, a base hit Reggie Willett strolls in from third with a tying run as the game is now even at 1-1. 1-1 ball game, sacrificed by Kendrick, moved Pride to second base. A fielder's choice, though, he erased Curtis off the base pass. A walk to Jeff Mathis pushed Elward to second base, bringing Jason Espedo to the plate. Runner at second base, Elward. Mathis at first. The 0-1. Espedo swings and lines one to center. Clark coming on, dives and traps the ball. Rounding third and heading for home is Elwood. The throw to third, not in time. It's an RBI single for Jason Espedo, and the Bees take a 2-1 lead. It stayed 2-1 until the bottom of the fourth. Jeff Haverlow running into some control problems. Walked Nate Espy on 4 pitches. Walked Keith Ginter on 4 pitches. Then John Baker tried to sacrifice on an 0-2 pitch. The bunt was fumbled by Haverlow in his haste to try to get a force out at third to load the bases with nobody out. Then Haverlow on a 3-2 pitch walked Jimenez to force in the tying run, bringing Doug Clark to the plate with the bases loaded and still no outs. The pitch. Flat towards the hole at third and through into left field, a base hit. Ginter scores. Everybody else moves up 90 feet, and the River Cats take a 3-2 lead. The bases are still loaded with nobody out, but they weren't loaded for much longer. Jonathan Rowenhorst came out of the bullpen, and Mike Rouse hit an 0-1 pitch into the bullpen in right to give the River Cats a 7-2 lead. The Bees would close it to 3 at 7-4, but that would be it on the scoring as the River Cats win it by a final score of 7-4. Just a reminder, if the Bees pitching staff combines to strike out 10 or more batters in a 9-inning game tonight, Cal Solio Distributors and Kendall Oil will donate $125 to the Multiple Sclerosis Society of Utah. Kendall Super D3 engine oil designed to give you what you need. We'll come back with the out-of-town Abra scoreboard next here on ESPN 1230.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
Come sit by Grandpa. I want to show you some old pictures.
Pictures?
Of your mommy when she was a little girl.
She was a little girl?
Sure was. See, that's her.
Who's that, my mommy?
Ooh, that's me.
You used to have hair on your head?
Yes, I did.
What happened to it?
Lost it.
Lost it?
Uh-huh.
How come your hair was longer than Grandma's hair?
Well, sweetie, back then, having long hair was a personal expression.
What happened to your beard?
My beard? Lost that, too.
Oh.
There are moments that make life meaningful.
You go first or sixth, Grandpa?
No kidding.
At Select Health, we want to help you enjoy each one. With our health and wellness programs, we're striving to help you stay fit and healthy through every stage of life and be right there with you as life unfolds.
Look, Grandpa, you used to be skinny.
Yeah, I think that's enough pictures for today.
And you wore funny bears.
Oh, this is a great idea.
To learn how we're working to make healthcare simpler for you, visit selecthealth.org. Select Health. Simply there.
Welcome back to Sacramento. Time now for a look at the Abra scoreboard. Windshield chips or cracks got you down. Let the specialist at Abra take the worry out of your glass replacement or repair. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule your appointment. In the PCL, Iowa leads at Omaha 6-4 in the 8th inning. In the 5th at New Orleans, the Zephyrs trail Oklahoma 3-2. In the 5th inning at Nashville, Round Rock leading the Sound 6-1 as Chris Sampson for Round Rock tries to join Joe Saunders as the only 10-game winners in the PCL this year. Memphis at Albuquerque, no score in the bottom of the first. Likewise, Portland at Colorado Springs Later on, Fresno at Tacoma, and Las Vegas hosts Tucson. In the major leagues, in the American League, as interleague play has been completed, after 6.5 at Cleveland, the Indians lead the Yankees 5-2. In Chicago, the White Sox trail Baltimore 8-1. After 8 in St. Petersburg, Tampa Bay leads Boston 3-0. At Texas in the 6th, the Rangers lead Toronto 1-0. In the 5th at Kansas City, the Twins lead the Royals 2-1. Later on, Detroit at Oakland, and the Angels are at Seattle. In the National League, after 4.5 at Atlanta, the Braves lead the Cardinals 5-3. In the 9th at Washington, the Nationals lead Florida 9-1. 2 home runs for Alfonso Soriano. In the 7th at New York, the Pirates lead the Mets 7-1. After 4.5 in Denver, it's San Francisco 3, the Rockies 1. Bottom of the 4th at Houston, the Cubs and the Astros are tied at 2. Later on, Arizona is at Los Angeles, and earlier today, Milwaukee rallied with 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th to beat Cincinnati 8-7. That's your Abra scoreboard. Back with the starting lineup for today's game right after this on ESPN 1230.
Introducing Papa John's new Sizzling Fajita Pizza with onions and peppers, a new Southwestern pizza sauce. Choose marinated steak or grilled chicken for only $11.99. A large Sizzling Fajita Pizza, just $11.99. Call now or order online at papajohns.com. Play 100 Sizzling Days of Summer at papajohns.com for a chance to win a Chrysler Crossfire. See store or website for details. Limited delivery area charges may apply.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
I'm not feeling too good.
Oh, you're looking a tad green for a raccoon.
I think it might be the taco burrito I ate.
What? Why?
It was cheap.
Well, you're paying for it now.
No.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's? We make everything fresh right when you order, like our new 99-cent crispy chicken sandwich. That's right, all white meat chicken for just 99 cents.
Why didn't you just go to Wendy's?
Not too bright.
Make it a Wendy's night and do what tastes right till 2 a.m. Prices and participation may vary.
Welcome back to Sacramento. Time now to get you ready for tonight's game with the starting lineups brought to you by Salt Lake City Credit Union, above and beyond every day. First of all, for the visiting Salt Lake Bees, here's how manager Brian Harper filled out his lineup card. Leading off, the center fielder, Reggie Willett. Batting second, the left fielder, Curtis Pride. Hitting third and playing third base, Howie Kendrick. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Mike Elward. Hitting fifth and DHing tonight is Jeff Mathis. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Jason Espino. Hitting seventh, the shortstop, Casey Smith. Batting eighth and catching, Corey Myers. And hitting ninth is the second baseman, Adam Paskovich. Pitching for the Bees will be left-hander, Nathan Bland. For the homestanding Sacramento River Cats, leading off the left fielder, Doug Clark. Batting second, the shortstop, Mike Rouse. Hitting third and playing right field, Iram Bocachica. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, Scott McLean. Hitting fifth, the designated hitter, Andrew Beatty. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Nate Espy. Batting seventh and playing second base, D'Angelo Jimenez. Hitting eighth and catching, Jeremy Brown. And batting ninth is the center fielder, Charles Thomas. Pitching for the River Cats will be right-hander, Ben Fritz. It's the Bees and the River Cats wrapping up a 4-game series. The season series all level at 4 wins apiece. We'll be back with the start of tonight's game right after this timeout. You've been in the on-deck circle on ESPN 1230.
This has been the On Deck Circle, a comprehensive look at today's game. The first pitch is right around the corner, so stay tuned. Salt Lake Bees baseball is coming up next on your home for the Salt Lake Bees, ESPN 1230 AM.
Sir, can you hear me?
Imagine you've just been in a traffic accident.
Sir, can you hear me?
And right now, the pressure of the steering wheel against your chest is preventing you from answering this question, while your smashed door is preventing the emergency crew from providing you with the help you're very much in need of.
Okay, sir, we're going to get some equipment in here and get you out of there just as quickly as possible. We need those over here right away.
Imagine the feeling of knowing this happened because you were driving dangerously, driving when you maybe shouldn't have, or allowing yourself to be distracted. Imagine hoping you'll wake up from this nightmare, but not being able to. Imagine the flashing lights and the smell of gasoline.
Sir, can you squeeze my hand?
Now, imagine why they're not bothering to ask these questions to anyone else who is in your car. Consider this a reminder. No one understands the importance of driving safely like someone who didn't. 0 fatalities. It's a goal we can all live with.
When it's time for your next set of tires, do you want the best tire warranty in the business? Then you should head to Big O Tires. Big O's free replacement warranty is the best in the business and gives you free services with your tires like balancing, rotating, and flat repair. Plus, with Big O Tires speed lane service, you can have your tires mounted, balanced, and on your vehicle in 20 minutes or less. Big O Tires, Utah's #1 tire store.
A reputation you can ride on. Big O Tires.
I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. That I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for.
Classic baseball is back. The Salt Lake Bees. Now get a family pass to see the Bees this season for an incredible $199. That's only $276 per game for your entire immediate family. Call 325-BASE to get your family pass. The Salt Lake Bees. Classic baseball is back.
The starting pitchers are ready. The lineups have been exchanged. And the hot dogs are ready to go. It's time to play ball. Salt Lake Bees baseball is on the air. Now let's go to the ballpark. Here's the voice of the Salt Lake Bees, Steve Klauke.
And once again, welcome to Bees baseball from Raleigh Field in West Sacramento, California. The Bees and the River Cats wrapping up this 4-game series. The River Cats having won 2 out of 3 so far, so the Bees need a win today for a lot of reasons. One of them would be to avoid their 4th losing series of the season so far this year. In 20 series, they have won 12, lost 3, and split 5. The season series level at 4 wins apiece between the Bees and the River Cats, with Sacramento having won 2 out of 3 here, while the Bees won 3 out of 5 at Franklin Covey Field. Sacramento tonight wearing their home white with the 4th of July Independence Day holiday red, white, and blue numerals and lettering as opposed to their normal burgundy, gold, and black. The Bees wearing their road gray uniforms with the black numerals and lettering trimmed in gold. The Bees parent club, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim at Seattle tonight. Jared Weaver, who was scheduled to start tonight for the Bees, making his 5th start of the season for the Angels against King Felix Hernandez of the Mariners. That game scheduled to start about a half hour from now. The umpires have held their meeting at home plate with the 2 managers. A brief one, as obviously Tony DeFrancesco still peeved over his ejection last night, his 5th of the year. Paul Chandler will be behind the plate. Brian Knight at first, and Steven Fritzoni will be the arbiter over at third. Just waiting for the River Cats to take the field, and we'll get this game underway here at the Raleigh Field. Again, the Bees home tomorrow night. There's still tickets available for the big 4th of July game and fireworks display. So the box office, I believe, opens at 8:30 tomorrow as the Bees take on Colorado Springs in the first of a 3-game series and a 6-game homestand, 3 against the Sky Sox and then 3 more against the Sacramento River Cats. So the All-Star break then follows with an 8-game road trip. 4 back here in Sacramento as the league schedule had these 2 teams playing each other 16 times in a 26-day stretch, and then 4 at Fresno as the River Cats in their Independence Day red, white, and blue tops take the field. Actually white topped with the red, white, and blue numerals and lettering. Let's take them around to their positions defensively. Doug Clark is in left. Charles Thomas in center. Iran Bocatica in right. Scott McLean at third. Mike Rouse at short. D'Angelo Jimenez at second. And Nate Espy is at first. A battery, Ben Fritz pitching, and Jeremy Brown catching. For Fritz, this will be his 5th start for Sacramento. In 20 innings, he's given up 23 hits, 12 runs, all earned. He has struck out 14 and walked 14. No hit batters or wild pitches. He's given up 4 home runs. Fritz is 1-2 with a 5.40 earned run average. The PCL batting .295 against the 6'4", 225-pound right-hander from San Jose, California. Then Fritz first-round pick, 30th selection overall in the 2002 draft by the A's out of Fresno State. Start of the year at Double-A Midland, where in 12 starts there he went 1-4 with a 3.30 earned run average. Again, it's 3:30 down the left field line here at Raley Field. 3:25 down the right field stripe. 380 to the alleys and a deep 403 to center field. So Fritz finishing up his warm-up tosses. Ryan Harper, B's manager, running out to his spot in the coach's box at third. Jim Effort, the hitting coach, will be over at first base. So the Bees and the River Cats wrapping up this series. Bees will have a very early, about a 3:30 or so wake-up call tomorrow morning before flying home for the start of the series against Colorado Springs. So the ball's been tossed around the infield. We're ready to go. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as Salt Lake Bees baseball is on the air for a Monday night from Sacramento. Leading things off will be the center fielder, Reggie Willett. Reggie batting .303, 13 doubles, 4 triples, 3 homers, 34 runs batted in. Willett with a couple of hits last night, including a triple. He's 3 for 11 in this series. Scott McLean in at third to guard against a potential bunt by Willett, and Fritz's first pitch is down the middle. A strike and we're underway. No balls, 1 strike the count on Willett. Just 5 for 28 on this road trip. The pitch swung on and sliced foul out of play up towards one of the suites, 0-2. Saw him in the elevator at the hotel today, and that must be nice yesterday after finally having some balls drop in for him. He says, Steve, you just don't know how good it felt. Here's a pitch, line to the right center field, a base hit. Racing over to cut it off is Thomas. He'll backhand it on the third hop and hold Reggie Willett to a single, leading off the first inning. So a good start for Reggie Willett. That'll bring up Curtis Pride, the left fielder. Pride batting .340, 15 doubles, 4 homers, 28 runs batted in. Fritz started and lost against Salt Lake on June the 23rd at Franklin Covey Field. He pitched well, though, giving up just 1 run on 4 hits in 5 innings, struck out 3 and walked 5 as he was on the losing end of that 1-0 win for the Bees over Sacramento behind the 2-hit shutout of Jared Weaver. Pitch on the way, and Pride takes a changeup strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. That was the game Weaver struck out a franchise record 14 batters. Again, Jared going tonight for the Angels at Seattle. I have the feeling we've seen the last of Jared Weaver in a Salt Lake uniform. Turn of the toss to first, and Willett dives back in safely. Reggie with 22 steals on the year, tied with Shin-Soo Choo of Tacoma for third place in the league, but Choo today called up by the Mariners after center fielder Jeremy Reed suffered a broken thumb trying to make a diving catch yesterday against Colorado. Now the 1-strike pitch to Pride. Breaking ball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count on Curtis. 2 for 10 in this series, including a home run. The outfield playing him to pull a couple of steps towards right field. The infield a double play depth. Fritz delivers the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Pride out in front of a changeup, and the count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. On deck will be Howie Kendrick playing third base tonight. And bright sunshine, warm temperatures in the 90s here. Crowd starting to fill in with a big fireworks show coming up tonight. Again, the way the league puts together its schedule, they build it out from the 3rd and 4th of July so that every team in the league gets to be home either on the 3rd or on the 4th. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Pride. Willett again stepping off the lead at first base. Al Fritz ready. The pitch. Swung on, grounded towards third, hits the bag, bounces into the air, and it'll go as an infield single for Curtis Pride. McLean about 15 feet behind the bag, cutting over towards the line to make the play, but the ball actually hit third base and bounced high into the air. And so Curtis with the infield single, and now the Bees have runners at first and second with nobody out. The batter will be Howie Kendrick. the league's leading hitter at .386, batting with 24 doubles, 5 triples, 13 homers, and 57 runs batted in. James Loney of Las Vegas had a big night last night. He's only 6 points behind Howie in the batting race. First pitch to Kendrick here, swing and a foul at home plate, strike one. Kendrick 4 for 12. He's hit safely in 9 straight games. He also has a league best for the season, 17-game road hitting streak. Infield, double play depth. 1 strike the count. Fritz ready, the pitch. Low curve over for a strike, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Hendrick did not fare well against Fritz in Salt Lake. He went 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him again. 1 out here in the first. Hendrick struggling the last couple of games with runners in scoring position. So now 1 out for Mike Elward, hitting .295, 9 doubles, 3 homers, 25 runs batted in. 2 for 12 in this series. Elward was 0 for 2 against Fritz. Back on the 23rd. He gave up only 4 hits in 5 innings in that start. Now Fritz ready. The runners take off. The pitch is a strike. The throw goes to second base, and out there is Curtis Pride trying to steal. That's the 3rd time in the last week or so that the Bees have tried to execute a double steal, and the runner on the back end's been thrown out. So the runner going to third is only there on a fielder's choice, not getting credit for a steal. That's only the 4th time this year that Pride's been thrown out trying to steal. Here's a swing and a ground ball to third. McLean charging, gloving, throwing, and a promising inning gets by without anything scoring. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first. Bees nothing. Sacramento's coming to bat on ESPN 1230.
If you're in the market for a home theater system or a new TV, RC Willey is the only place to shop. No one has a larger selection of complete home theater systems, high-definition big screen, flat-panel LCD, and plasma TVs. Items are in stock for same-day delivery. Choose from the name brands you prefer, including Sony, Panasonic, Samsung, Mitsubishi, and Toshiba. Come in today and find out how you can pay 0 interest for 12 months on purchases of $4.99 or more. RC Willey, one place. So many possibilities. Attention motorcycle and ATV riders. Dreaming of a new Yamaha motorcycle or ATV? Well, stop dreaming and start heading to Plaza Cycle for the huge Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event. Because right now, you can get payments as low as $69 a month for 24 months with 0 down on a huge selection of new Yamaha motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. You heard right. Payments as low as $69 a month plus 0 down for 2 full years on a new Yamaha. So visit Plaza Cycles today for the huge Get Out and Ride sales event. Because an offer this good won't last. Plaza Cycle at 1379 West, 3300 South, in the heart of Salt Lake Valley. Plaza Cycle. Walk in, right out. On the Yamaha card, subject to credit approval through 8/31/06 on select Yamaha motorcycles, excluding FJR models, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. As low as $69 monthly payments for 24 months and 8.9% APR for amounts financed up to $8,500 with account can't current. Thereafter, standard rate is 12.99% and 22.99% APR flat. Default rate 24.99%. Minimum finance charge $1. See dealer for ATV age restrictions. Yamaha recommends an approved credit course. Call 1-800-887-2887.
The bottom of the first inning, no scores. The Bees wanted a golden opportunity. Runners at first and second, nobody out, but a strikeout, a caught stealing on a double steal, and a ground out. Ended the opportunity. Curtis Pride's in left, Reggie Willits in center, Jason Espedo in right, Howie Kendrick at third, Casey Smith at short, Adam Tatkovich at second, Mike Elward at first. A battery of Nathan Bland pitching, Corey Myers catching, and Doug Clark leading things off for the River Cats. First pitch from Bland, a strike on the inside corner at the knees, 0-1. Clark hitting .285, 11 doubles, 2 triples, 5 homers, 33 runs batted in. Myers catching for the first time this year in a Salt Lake uniform. The 0-1 pitch. Clark takes outside, 1-1. For Bland, this is his 20th appearance, his 3rd start in 36 2/3 innings. He's given up 48 hits, 32 runs, 25 of them earned. He has struck out 26, walked 13, hit 2 batters, thrown 3 wild pitches, and surrendered 4 home runs. Bland is 3-2 with a 6.14 earned run average. PCL batting .314 against the lefty Bland. A fastball strike on the inside corner at the letters, 1-2. Bland's third start as a starter. He's 0-1 with a 5.40 earned run average. His last start, though, was way back on May 23rd against New Orleans. Now the line and the 1-2 to Clark. Breaking ball bounces in, 2-2. Bland was roughed up here the other night. Gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned in just 1/3 of an inning on Saturday night here. So 2-2 the count on Clark. Now Bland ready, the pitch. Fastball, line towards right. Espedo coming on, makes the letter high catch for the out. Thinking liner that Espedo got a good jump on and made the play for the first out. One away, that'll bring up Mike Rouse, the shortstop. Had the big grand slam in yesterday's game, the 4th for the River Cats this year. Rouse batting .286, 10 doubles, a triple, 4 homers, 28 runs batted in. Well, usually you squander a great opportunity like the Bees had at the top of the inning. The other team comes right back and scores and takes advantage of your inability to cash in. Al Bland's first pitch to Rouse, fastball outside, ball 1. For the Bees, that was the 62nd time that they've had a runner thrown out trying to steal. Far and away, the league leader. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball crushed to right center field. Well, it's going back. Still going back on the run. Makes the catch at the edge of the warning track. Great play by Reggie. Got a good jump on that ball. Running towards the alley in right center field and made the over-the-shoulder grab just as he got to the warning track near the 403 sign. So another well-hit ball, but an out. So 2 away for Iran Boca Chica, batting .322. 4 doubles, 2 triples, 6 homers, 13 runs batted in, 3 for 12 in this series. Nathan Bland, 6'5", 209 in his 13th professional season. Pitched for Tijuana in the Mexican League last year after being released by the Mariners at the end of spring training. First pitch to Boca Chica, curveball low, ball 1. 22 big league appearances, all in relief during the 2003 season for Houston. 1 ball, no strikes, the count on Boca Chica. Now Bland ready, the pitch. Breaking ball, strike 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the veteran right-handed batter who, like Bland, is in his 13th professional season. Now the line by Bland, the 1-1. Swing and a miss to the fastball, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In Tacoma, getting underway in about 15 minutes or so at home against Fresno. Winners of 13 of their last 14. They've shaved 4 games off the Bees, once 6-game lead. As Boca Chica fouls a pitch back into the screen. The count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to Boca Chica. And tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Bees in Colorado Springs, 4th of July, ball game and fireworks. A 1-2 pitch. Curveball, did he go around? Yes, he did on the pitch in the dirt, and that retires the side. First strikeout for Nathan Bland, and it's a Keith Barton and Associates 1-2-3 inning. It's just that easy. At the end of 1, there's no score in Sacramento on ESPN 1230.
Somebody must have been in an accident that wasn't their fault. But Keith Barton just hit that one out of the park.
I'm Keith Barton, and I know when you've been injured in an accident, you need an attorney that will go to bat for you and get you the money you deserve. You need the money quick because you have bills to pay. So the next time you're in an accident, you know what to do. Call in the big hitter. That's me, Keith Barton. It's just that easy to pick up the phone and call us at our new number, 801-IT'S-EASY.
July 13th through the 15th, world-class auto racing comes to Miller Motorsports Park with American Le Mans Series and SCCA World Challenge GT and Touring cars.
An international gathering of some of the
hottest cars in the world come to Utah during the Larry H. Miller Dealership's Utah Grand Prix. 4 classes of cars, many of them worth over $1 million, will race simultaneously, testing the limits of speed, endurance, and sheer will. It's wildly fast and wildly thrilling. At all Miller Motorsports Park events, kids ages 12 and under get free general admission, and every ticket includes access to race team paddocks, where you can meet the racers and see their cars. You'll also enjoy the festival atmosphere on the Midway, our family fun center. Get your tickets now to the Larry H. Miller Dealership Utah Grand Prix at Miller Motorsports Park, July 13th through 15th. Call Ticketmaster at 325-SEAT or online at MillerMotorPark.com.
Presented in part by Big O Tires.
All right, we're done with the second inning. 0-0 our score. It'll be Jeff Mathis, Jason Espino, and Casey Smith. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up in the B's batting order to face right-hander Ben Fritz. Jeff Mathis hitting .290, 18 doubles, 1 triple, 3 homers, 27 runs batted in. 2 for 10 in this series. Fritz ready, the pitch on the way. Mathis takes a strike, 0-1. The no balls, 1 strike the count of the right-hand batter. Now Fritz's pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Outfield playing Jeff to pull towards left. Now the 0-2. Breaking ball high, 1-2 the count on Mathis. Fritz working quickly as he did the other night in Salt Lake. The 1-2 offering. Fastball up and in, 2-2. His last start was a loss at home against Fresno on the 28th of June. Went 6 2/3 innings. Gave up 4 runs on 6 hits with a season high 7 strikeouts. Swinging a tap foul behind home plate. Still 2-2. Again, the prevailing breeze about 10 to 12 miles per hour straight out towards left field. Mathis homered in the first game of this series out to left center. The 2-2 pitch, just a little bit low, ball 3. 3-2 the count. Now the wind and the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Fritz, and there's 1 down here in the second inning. Brings up Jason Espino, the right fielder, batting .262, 1 double and 3 runs batted in. He's hit safely in 4 straight games, going 5 for 12 in this series. If you're between the ages of 8 and 13 or know someone who is, they can help me call the action from the press box as the Great Clips Junior broadcaster. Entered to win at any Wasatch Front. Great Clips location. Relax. It's Great Clips as Espino takes low and outside, ball 1. Left-handed batter up from Arkansas a couple of weeks ago. The pitch is low, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Was hitting .266 for the Travelers at the time of his promotion. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Up high, ball 3. 3-0 the count on Jason Espino. Now the wind by Fritz, the pitch. Third ball strike on the inside corner at the belt, 3-1. Fritz, born in San Jose, now lives in the Fresno suburb of Clovis. 3-1 pitch, fastball waved at and missed. And now the count is full at 3-2. Second straight batter that's gone to a full count against Fritz, who struck out Mathis. Espino stepping out to break up the rhythm of Fritz. Working quickly, the payoff pitch. Swinging a foul, back to the screen. Still 3-2. Boy, Fritz gets the ball back from Jeremy Brown, and he's ready to go again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A payoff pitch. Swung on, popped up foul, third base side, well back into the seats behind the third base dugout. So we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Outfield shaded towards left. The 3-2 delivery is fouled back again. So that's 3 3-2 pitches that Espino has fouled off. No score, top of the second. Fritz delivers. 1 hopper right back to the mound. He drops it, can't find it, now picks it up near his right foot and throws to first for the out. For a while there, Fritz couldn't find it. Finally, he was right by his right foot after he deflected it off his glove. And he was able to recover in time to get Espino for the second out. brings up the shortstop, Casey Smith. Batting .282, 14 doubles, 2 triples, 1 homer, 30 runs batted in. Just 1 for 11 in this series. That one a triple to center field yesterday. One of 2 3-base hits for the Bees yesterday. First pitch, Casey takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. Fourth time this year, the team has had 2 3-baggers in one game. Now Fritz ready, the 0-1. Smith swings and hits it in the air to shallow right. Coming in for it, Bocachica jogging in, makes the catch to retire the side. So the Bees are up and down in order in their half of the second. So after an inning and a half, it's the Bees nothing, Sacramento nothing on ESPN 1230.
A home equity loan is the perfect choice for home improvements or a summer vacation. The University Credit Union's low-rate home equity loan has no origination fee, no appraisal, credit report, or other closing costs. You'll receive a quick decision, and at closing, as a thank you, you'll receive a $50 Home Depot gift card. The University Credit Union Home Equity Loan. Apply today at ucreditu.com or call 481-8840 now.
Mountains West Ranches Recreational Properties has beautiful recreational and cabin properties conveniently located by Starvation Reservoir. They offer 5, 10, 20, 40, and 80-acre or larger parcels at reasonable pricing with guaranteed access and simple, easy owner, low-down, low-monthly financing. There's an abundance of wildlife, including deer and elk, that roam the property year-round. There are endless ATV trails, snowmobiling, hiking, boating, camping, fishing, horseback riding, spectacular views, and so much more. But most of all, you'll escape the rat race of the city and enjoy sheer peace, quiet, rest, and relaxation. Call us to schedule your appointment, 1-877-894-5658, or check our website at mwranches.com. Mountains West Ranches, where the air is clean, the skies are blue, the water is clear, and the magnificent views are waiting there for you to enjoy.
All right, we go to the bottom half of the second inning. No score to be Scott McLean, Andrew Beatty, and Nate Espy, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, to face left-hander Nate Bland here in the second inning. Don't forget, when the Bees return home, be on the lookout for the Albertsons triple play for charity. If the Bees pull off a triple play at home, as they did on May 1st, Albertsons will donate $1,000 worth of groceries to the Utah Food Bank. Albertsons, a proud sponsor of the Salt Lake Bees. First pitch to McLean, off speed and over at the knees on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. McLean batting .251, 18 doubles, 12 homers, 48 runs batted in. The 0-1 offering from Bland is low, and that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Scott McLean at the plate. 2 for 2 against Bland this year with a run batted in. The pitch. High and outside. Ball 2. 2-1 the count on McLean. Andrew Beatty, Nate Espy to follow. Bottom of the second, no score. Bees had an opportunity. First and second, nobody out in the first, but did not cash in. The 2-1 pitch. A fastball strike on the outside corner above the knees. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. The outfield playing McLean deep and around towards left to pull. Bland delivers the 2-2. Swing and a miss at a changeup. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Bland. And that's out number 1. And for Nate Bland, he now needs 17 more strikeouts for 600 in his minor league career. Brings up Andrew Beatty, the designated hitter, batting .256. 6 doubles, 3 homers, 15 runs batted in. 2 for 7 in this series. Switch hitter batting from the right side against the lefty Bland. The pitch. Fastball inside, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Beatty. Elward in at third. Likewise Kendrick. The pitch. Swinging a foul. 1-1. I should say Elward at first. Kendrick at third. Guarding against a potential bunt. Well, a record was set in the 10 years of play between the American and National League and Interleague games. This year's Interleague games drew more than 8.5 million fans. Now the 1-1 pitch. Beatty swings and taps it foul behind home plate, 1-2. Most one-sided series ever as the American League dominated, going 154-98 against the National League. American League leads the overall interleague play 1250 to 1202. 1-2 pitch on the way is low for a ball, and it's 2-2. Boston and Minnesota tied for the top interleague record at 16-2, matching the 2002 Oakland Athletics for the best record ever in interleague play. As the 2-2 misses outside, ball 3. So the count on Beatty is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Outfield, backing around towards left as Bland winds the payoff pitch. Fastball inside, he walked him, and the River Cats have their first runner of the game on a base on balls. Brings up Nate Espy, the first baseman, hitting .282, 14 doubles, 6 homers, 30 runs batted in. 0 for 6 in this series. The .611 winning percentage for the American League this year obliterated the old previous high of .547 by the National League in 1997. So 1 on, 1 out. The infield double play depth behind Bland. The left-hander ready, and the pitch. Espy takes an off-speed pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. And tomorrow night it'll be Dustin Mosley with a record of 8-3 going for the Bees against right-hander Jose Acevedo, 1-6 for the Sky Sox. No balls, 1 strike. Land's pitch. Espy takes the fastball inside, 1-1. 7 o'clock game time. Again, the box office opens at 8:30. And there are tickets available for the game tomorrow night, as well as the fireworks extravaganza afterwards. We've been saying all along, no more American 4th of July than baseball and fireworks. And you've got them both at Franklin Covey Field. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball inside, nearly hit him as Espy just got all the way in time. 2-1 the count. D'Angelo Jimenez, the second baseman, is due next. Out of the batter's box momentarily, Espy now back in. Now Bland looks into Corey Myers. Again, Corey catching for the first time this year. The 2-1 pitch from Bland. Strike! A slider on the inside corner above the knees, 2-2, and Espy doesn't like the call. He thought it was inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Beatty, the lead at first base. Elward trying to keep him close. Although Elward a couple of steps off the bag, but in front of the runner Beatty. Now Bland ready. From the stretch, the move towards first. The runner goes. Elward throw to second. The tag, and he's caught stealing. As Casey Smith applied the tag, Beatty left too soon, and Bland with a good move over to first base. And Elward with a good throw to Casey Smith. 1-3-6 on the caught stealing. So with that, there's 2 outs and nobody on base with a 2-2 count on Nate Espy. Now Bland into his windup, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a curveball. He struck him out, and that retires the side. Strikeout number 3 for Nathan Bland. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, but with the caught stealing, nobody left on base. As we go to the third, it's the Bees nothing, Sacramento nothing on ESPN 1230.
Hi, Paul Hartman here. You know, if I were to hire somebody for my business, I would want to see their resume. That's why I think it's only fair to give you our resume right now. We have 20 years servicing the Wasatch area. Family owned and operated. Winner of last year's top technician training program. Always staffed 24 hours, 7 days a week. And we specialize in finding you the best solution for your comfort with energy savings. With over 71% repeat and customer referral rate, we know we're doing our job right. So, when you're in need, call Hartman Heating and Air, 264-8300. Serving the heart of your home and business.
Paulie Colosimo here.
Yo, along with Joey as always. So, Paulie, tell the folks why we're so excited for spring to get here.
That's easy, so we can sunbathe in our Speedos, right?
Well, I do enjoy that. And with the packs we have, the ladies enjoy it too. But that's not what I had in mind.
Oh, well, you must be talking about grilling some of our Magnifico Colosimo sausages then.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Paulie.
Bada bing.
When most people think about grilling, they think about chicken or steaks. But those are wimp meat.
Yeah, if you want something with real taste and real kick, you gotta go with authentic Colosimo sausages on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice thick brats, a mild Italian or Tuscan. Just thinking about it makes me saliva ache.
Yeah, some hot Italian, which kind of reminds me of us in our Speedo.
A couple of hot Italians. You got that right, Joey.
Colosimo sausage, the sausage people. Now available at Dan's, Macy's, and Smith's.
We go now to the third. No score here at Rayleigh Field in West Sacramento, right across the Sacramento River from downtown Sacramento and the State Capitol building. It'll be Corey Myers, Adam Paskovich, and Reggie Willett. The 8-9-1 hitters due up to face right-hander Ben Fritz. Myers batting .246, 2 doubles, a homer, 7 runs batted in. Went 3 for 4 yesterday. Swings at the first pitch and skies it to shallow right center. Backpedaling out Jimenez. Gives way to the center fielder, Thomas, coming in, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring up Adam Paskovich playing second base tonight, hitting .231, 7 doubles, a triple, 7 homers, 27 runs batted in. Time now for our third inning update of the Abra scoreboard. At Omaha, the Royals rally with 3 runs in the 8th to beat Iowa 7-6. Pitch on the way. Paskovich takes low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Adam, looking for his first hit in this series. He's 0 for 8. The pitch. Swing and a high pop-up near home plate. Brown tosses the mask aside. In foul ground, backpedals and drops the ball. In foul territory, so a new lease on life for Adam Paskovich as Brown staggered underneath it, backpedaling quickly at the last minute and was unable to hang on. That'll be an error on the catcher, Brown. 22,481 at Omaha at Rosenblatt Stadium. The one time during the season, other than the College World Series, that place is full, and there's usually 75 to 100,000 people outside the ballpark. 1-1 pitch. Paskovich takes high, ball 2. For the big fireworks show there. New Orleans in the 6th just hit Oklahoma with a 6 spot. They now lead the Red Hawks 8-3. The 2-1 to Paskovich. Curveball strike at the knees, 2-2. At Nashville in the 7th, Round Rock leads the Sounds 6-2. Now Fritz ready, the 2-2 pitch. Paskovich hits a looping liner right at the second baseman Jimenez, who makes the catch about letter high for the out. So 2 down to the top of the order. Reggie Willett, who singled to center his first time up, eventually got as far as third base before he was stranded. Memphis 1, Albuquerque 1. Redbirds batting in the top of the 4th. In the bottom of the 4th at Colorado Springs, the Sky Sox in Portland are scoreless, just getting underway. Fresno at Tacoma and Tucson at Las Vegas. So 2 out, bases empty. First pitch to Reggie is a fastball outside of the knees, ball 1 in the American League. The Yankees are batting in the top of the 9th, trailing at Cleveland 5-2. Now the 1-0. Well, it swings and lifts one foul. Third base side, well out of play. 1-1 the count. Bottom of the 7th at Texas, the Rangers lead Toronto 5-1. In the bottom of the 6th at Kansas City, Minnesota leads the Royals 3-2. Detroit and Oakland just about ready to get started. Here's a pitch, sliced foul again out of play down the left field line. Still 1-2. Angels did not score on the top of the 1st at Seattle. Earlier, Baltimore shocked the White Sox 8-1 as Baltimore limited Chicago to 2 hits. Eric Bedard getting the win, and Tampa Bay Scott Kazmir shuts out the Red Sox in St. Pete 3-0. Willett swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt. Ball gets away, picked up by Jeremy Brown. His throw to first in plenty of time to retire the side. 3 up and 3 down again as Ben Fritz has retired 8 in a row. No runs, no hits. There was the error on the drop top foul and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. Bees nothing, Sacramento nothing on ESPN 1230.
I got hurt in a car wreck, and I've got some questions. Is it normal if I hurt worse the day after the accident? Can I choose the doctor? Can I settle my case without going to court? Shouldn't I just trust the insurance company to give me what's fair?
I'm attorney Keith Barton, and I can help. These are the kinds of questions I answer every day.
Until I called Keith Barton, I had no idea how it really worked. I called and he got me $200,000. How's that for an answer?
If you've been in a car wreck and you're hurt, call me at area code 801. It's easy.
Just to realize how important baseball is to a lot of people, and to see them come in with their kids. And you look around and you see the enthusiasm they have here, and it makes you say, well, hey, baseball been here over 100 years, and it's still going strong.
Relive your fondest memories of Brooks Robinson and see his Hall of Fame plaque at the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. For more information, visit us on the web at baseballhalloffame.org or call 888-HALL-OF-FAME.
Hey, Bees fans, are you looking for a summer deal and a meal to satisfy your cravings? Stop by Wiener Schnitzel today for the 2 for $2.22 deal. Chili cheese dog and chili cheeseburger, only $2.22. Hurry in today. And while you're there, don't forget to cool down with the new Tasty Freeze Brownie Freezy. Chewy brownies mixed with creamy vanilla Tasty Freeze soft serve, topped with chocolate syrup. Wiener Schnitzel, it's the official hot dog of the Salt Lake Bees. Wiener Schnitzel, pushing the boundaries of taste.
We go to the bottom of the third, no score. It'll be D'Angelo Jimenez, Jeremy Brown, and Charles Thomas. The bottom third of the order for Sacramento due up against Nathan Bland. Jimenez batting 120, 1 double, 3 runs batted in. 1 for 5 in this series as Bland delivers, and it's low and outside to the right-hand batter. Ball 1. Finishing up that Havre scoreboard. After Bland delivers the 1-0 pitch to Jimenez. Fastball strike at the knees, 1-1. Angel Baroa just delivered a 3-run double off Johan Santana. The Royals now lead the Twins 5-3 in the 6th. The 1-1 pitch. Swings late and misses. A actually foul tip into the glove of Myers for a strike 1-2. Detroit and Oakland, no score in the first. Angels and Mariners, 0-0 in the bottom of the first. Get to the National League now. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, tapped toward third. Kendrick charges, backhand, throws to first in plenty of time for the out. That ball took a little bit of a turn on Howie, but he was able to recover and make the backhanded play, and there's 1 down. Brings up Jeremy Brown, the catcher. Brown batting .258, 5 doubles, 6 homers, 18 runs batted in, 1 for 3 in this series. We're in the bottom of the 8th at Atlanta. The Braves with 4 home runs on the night, leading St. Louis 6-3. Albert Pujols is at his 28th of the year for the Cardinals. Al Bland ready. The pitch. Fastball high. Ball 1. Mets batting in the bottom of the 9th at Shea, getting pounded by the Pirates 11-1. Now the wind by Bland, the 1-0 to Brown. Curveball strike on the inside corner at the knees, 1-1. At Denver in the bottom of the 7th, San Francisco's out in front of Colorado 4-1. Giants starting to pick it up a little bit of late. The 1-1 pitch grounded up the middle. The shortstop Smith to his left has it. Casey from behind second base throws, and it's off the glove of Elward. Another drop throw by Mike at first base. He was there. He stretched for it, and the ball just went off the end of his glove. That'll be an error on Elward over at first base. That's about the 4th time that he has dropped a perfectly good throw over at first base this year since taking over at first base. Now here's Charles Thomas, the center fielder, batting .267. 6 doubles, a triple, 1 homer, 23 runs batted in. So each team now has committed 1 error. The infield double play depth, the pitch to Thomas. Curveball strike, and it's 0-1. Bottom of the 6th at Houston, the Astros 4, the Cubs 2. Former Buzzman Chuck Jones with his 15th home run of the year for Chicago. Craig Biggio and Lance Berkman have gone deep for the Astros. The 0-1 pitch, little sidearm delivery, chopped back in front of the mound. Bland turns, his only play will be to first. In time for the out. On to second base goes Jeremy Brown. So 2 away, and that'll bring up Doug Clark, who lined out to the right fielder Espedo his first time up. Arizona batting in the top of the first at Los Angeles against the Dodgers. 2 finals. The Brewers over the Reds 8-7. Milwaukee blowing the lead in the top of the ninth as Derek Turnbow suffers a blow and save, but Matt Wise comes on, finishes off the inning, and the Brewers score 2 in the bottom of the ninth, and Matt picks up the win, the former Stinger, now 5-4. And Washington whipped Florida 9-1. 2 home runs for Alfonso Soriano. The pitch, curveball, grounded to the right side. Elward's got it. The underhand lead toss to Bland in time to get Clark and retire the side. So no runs, no hits. There was 1 error, and 1 runner was left on base. As we play 3, it's the Bees nothing, Sacramento nothing on ESPN 1230.
Next.
Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you you look like Patricia Heaton?
Oh, thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you had me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm...
the driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and tureen tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteak.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. How are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Fajita! Introducing Papa John's new sizzling fajita pizza with onions and peppers, a new Southwestern pizza sauce. Choose marinated steak or grilled chicken for only $11.99. A large sizzling fajita pizza, just $11.99. Call now or order online at papajohns.com. Play 100 sizzling days of summer at papajohns.com for a chance to win a Chrysler Crossfire. See store or website for details. Limited delivery area charges may apply.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
All right, we go to the 4th inning. It's a 0-0 ball game so far. Curtis Pride, Howie Kendrick, and Mike Elward do up the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the Salt Lake batting order to face right-hander Ben Fritz. Just a reminder, if a Bees player hits for the cycle at home this season during a regulation 9-inning game, you could win $10,000 in the SMC Capital Management Hit for the Cycle contest, courtesy of Gary Gigi of SMC Capital Management. Register to win at the Franklin Covey Field customer service booth. And don't forget to check out www.retirementsource.net for more information on SMC Capital Management, Architects of Wealth. Curtis Pride reached on a base hit his first time up as he grounded one that hit the bag at third and bounced into the air. First pitch on the way, a breaking ball inside of the knees, ball 1. Pride, Kendrick, and Elward to face right-hander Ben Fritz, who's retired 8 in a row after giving up singles to the first 2 batters in the game. Now the pitch. Pride takes a curveball strike. Inside corner, bell high, and the count's 1-1. Top of the 4th inning here in Sacramento. No score. Bees will be right back here a week from Thursday. 1-1 pitch. A fastball high, 2-1. Part of this very strange schedule this year. 2 balls, 1 strike to count on Curtis, leading things off for the Bees here in the 4th. The pitch. Pride takes a breaking ball low, ball 3. 3-1 the count. Fritz has struck out 3. No walks so far. Gave up the 2 hits and now retired 8 in a row. The 3-1 pitch to Pride is lifted in the air down the left field lines. Got a chance to drop, and it does, but in foul territory. Just beyond the reach of the third baseman, Scott McLean. So now the count on Pride is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Time for a look at this date in Salt Lake PCL history, brought to you by MedOne Medical, the exclusive provider of Sleep Smart Gold. On this date in 2000, A.J. Pierzynski, it's a run-scoring double in the 9th to give the Buzz a 10-9 win at Las Vegas. Doug Minkiewicz goes 3 for 5 with 3 RBI. Also on this date in 2002, the Stingers rally with 2 runs in the 8th and 2 in the 9th for a 4-2 win at Edmonton, or I should say against Edmonton. Don't think that was at Edmonton. Now the 3-2 payoff pitch, but time called first. Trent Durrington tied the game in the 8th with a 2-run homer, and Julio Ramirez put Salt Lake in front with a run-scoring double in the 9th. Doug Nickel tosses 3 scoreless innings of relief to earn the win. His Pride swings and taps one foul behind home plate. Yep, that was at Edmonton, on July the 3rd of 2000. Part of the Canada Day holiday stretch up there. We mentioned the other night, more often than not, the Salt Lake franchise was either in Vancouver, Calgary, or Edmonton for Canada Day. Here's a liner caught at the second baseman Jimenez. About Bill the cap high. Pride lines out for the first out of the 4th inning. That'll bring up Howie Kendrick, who struck out swinging his first time up. With runners at first and second, nobody out. Again, James Loney of Las Vegas closing in on Howie. Kendrick hitting .386 at the start of the day. Loney .380 as Howie takes high, ball 1. Again, Kendrick comes into this game with a 9-game hitting streak. Pitch. Fastball strike 1-1. He's hit safely in 17 straight road games, the longest road hitting streak of the PCL this year, and he's hitting .479 during that streak. The 1-1 pitch is driven in the air to right center field, but Charles Thomas coming in and over for it makes the catch for out number 2. Kendrick now 4 for 14 in this series and just 9 for 34 against Sacramento pitching. 2 outs. That'll bring up Mike Elward, who bounced out to McLean at third his first time up. No one throwing in the bullpen. Bland was expected to go 3 innings tonight, but he has kept his pitch count minimal. And so he'll come on to pitch the 4th as Elward steps out, trying to break the rhythm of Ben Fritz, who's trying to work as quickly as he can out there. First pitch to Elward, swung on, driven up the alley in left center field. They're not going to get this one as it's going to go all the way to the wall on one hop. Elward around first, on his way to second with a 2-out double. As he split the gap and bounced it off the warning track and up against the barrier for his 10th 2-bagger of the year. So that snaps Fritz's run at 10 batters in a row retired, and the Bees have their 3rd hit. A runner in scoring position with 2 out for Jeff Mathis, who struck out swinging his first time up. And Jeff scuffling a bit right now, 2 out of 11 in this series, and just 4 for 23 on this road trip. First pitch, breaking ball in the dirt. Good stop by Jeremy Brown. Ball 1. Mathis comes into this ball game batting just .200 with runners in scoring position. And 2 out. He's 6 for 30. 1 ball to count. Fritz delivers. And Mathis takes low and outside. Ball 2. 2-0 the count on Jeff. No score, top of the 4th inning. Bees with a runner at second base and 2 outs. Fritz delivers. Strike call, belled high on the outside half of the plate, and the count's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Outfield playing Mathis to pull as Fritz delivers the 2-1. Curve ball, that's in for a strike, and now the count's even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Al Fritz ready, checks Elward at second base, the 2-2 to Mathis. Swung on and foul, back out of play. By the way, our This Date in Salt Lake PCL history is brought to you by Med One Medical. Stop in for a free CPAP pressure check and free tubing. Med One Medical, 10712 South 13th East in Sandy. 2-2 the count on Jeff Mathis with Elward at second base and 2 outs. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball, speared by Fritz. The turn of the toss to first for the out. If that one gets by the mound, that's into center field, and the Bees have the lead. So a nice play by Ben Fritz. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Bees nothing, Sacramento nothing on ESPN 1230.
Paulie Colosimo here.
Yo, along with Joey as always. So, Paulie, tell the folks why we're so excited for spring to get here.
That's easy, so we can sunbathe in our Speedos, right?
Well, I do enjoy that. And with the packs we have, the ladies enjoy it too. But that's not what I had in mind.
Oh, well, you must be talking about grilling some of our Magnifico Colosimo sausages then.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Paulie.
Bada bing.
When most people think about grilling, they think about chicken or steaks. But those are wimp meat.
Yeah, if you want something with real taste and real kick, you gotta go with authentic Colosimo sausages on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice thick brats, a mild Italian or Tuscan. Just thinking about it makes me saliva ache.
Yeah, some hot Italian, which kind of reminds me of us in our Speedo.
A couple of hot Italians. You got that right, Joey.
Colosimo sausage. The sausage people. Now available at Dan's, Macy's, and Smith's.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
I'm not feeling too good.
Oh, you're looking a tad green for a raccoon.
I think it might be the taco burrito I ate.
What?
Why?
It was cheap.
Well, you're paying for it now.
No.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's? We make everything fresh right when you order, like our new 99-cent crispy chicken sandwich. That's right, all white meat chicken for just 99 cents. Why didn't you just go to Wendy's?
Not too bright.
Make it a Wendy's night and do what tastes right till 2 a.m. Prices and participation may vary.
Well, we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Bees nothing, Sacramento nothing. Mike Rouse, Hiram Boca Chica, and Scott McLean, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, are due up to face left-hander Nathan Bland. Mike Rouse flying to center field his first time up. If you want to watch this game, you can online at minorleaguebaseball.com. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball outside off the glove of the catcher Corey Myers. Ball one. That's at www.minorleaguebaseball.com. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Left-handed hitting Mike Rouse. Wide out deep to center his first time up. Reggie Willis with a nice running catch. The fastball inside. Spins Rouse around. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Well, they've named the combatants for the AAA All-Star Game Home Run Derby. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball hit high in the air to right field. Jason Esposito, shading his eyes with his glove, makes the catch a couple of steps to his right for out number 1. I was waiting to see how long it would be before I call him Esposito. It's Espito, A-S-P-I-T-O. Rouse retired, 1 away, and that'll bring up Hiram Boca Chica. Struck out swinging his first time up. For the Pacific Coast League, the participants will be Nelson Cruz of Nashville. There's a pitch, ground ball to third, pass the diving Kendrick into left field, and the River Cats have their first hit of the ball game, a ground ball single to left by Hiram Boca Chica. So a runner at first, 1 out for Scott McLean, who struck out swinging his first time up. Again, Nelson Cruz of Nashville, Justin Leone of Portland, and Luke Scott of Round Rock, who leads the league with 19. Scott Harrison, who's next with 18, is out of the league. So is Scott Seabold of Albuquerque, as he's no longer with the Isotopes. I believe he went to Korea. 1 on, 1 out. Bland's pitch to McLean. Low and inside to the right-hand batter. Ball 1. The International League will feature Andy Marte of Buffalo, Kevin Witt of Durham, and Ryan Ludwig of Toledo. Land ready. The 1-0 to McLean. Sinks down low. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Last year, Mitch Jones of Columbus beat Ian Kinsler of Oklahoma in the finals. 11-10 here in Sacramento. The 2-0 toss to first, and the runner is back. Also, 2 of the top high school players in the Toledo area will be playing in the Home Run Derby as well. They will be allowed to use aluminum bats. 2 balls, no strikes to count. And again, Bland the toss to first. Marte of Buffalo is a young up-and-coming prospect, the only one of the 6 combatants in that AAA All-Star Home Run Derby to have not hit 100 home runs in his career. Kevin Witt, who's made a couple of stops in the PCL over the years, has 282 career home runs. As again, Bland throws to first to drive Boca Chica back. He's 9 out of 10 in the stolen base department this year. Two balls, no strikes. Now Bland's pitch, ripped towards left, Pride coming on, makes the shoulder-high catch for the out, and Boca Chica retreats to first base. 2 out, that'll bring up Andrew Beatty, who walked. Looking at the different home run derby contestants, and they only go back on this press release to 1998. Probably the 2 most well-known combatants were losers. Justin Morneau, who's been on a home run tear of late for the Minnesota Twins, lost to Bucky Jacobson of Tacoma in 2004 home run derby at Pawtucket. We'll give you the other one after the first pitch to Beatty instead of the toss to first, and that would be White Sox third baseman Joe Creedy. Lost to Brandon Larson, now with New Orleans, but was with Louisville at the time. In Oklahoma City in 2002. Boca Chica at first base, 2 outs, 0-0, bottom of the 4th, the pitch. Fastball low and outside, ball 1 to Andrew Beatty. Again, he walked in the second, but was eventually caught stealing as he left too soon. And was essentially picked off. 1 ball to count on Beatty. Big lead for Boca Chica at first. Bland's pitch, swinging a ground ball foul. Up the third base side and into the camera well at the far end of the third base dugout, and the count's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Three hits for the Bees, 1 for the River Cats. Neither team has scored to this point. We're in the bottom of the 4th. 1-1 to Beatty. Land ready. The move towards first, and back in safely is Boca Chica. Go up I-5, several hundred miles, probably more than just several hundred. Tacoma hosting Fresno, no score in the bottom of the 2nd. Now Bland sets the kick, and again the throw to first, and again Boca Chica is back. And starting to murmur and rumble a little bit over the throws to first base. 1 ball, 1 strike on Beatty. Bland's pitch up high, ball 2. 2-1 the count on Beatty, batting right-handed against the lefty Bland. Sun still a factor in right, the Sun Field here in Sacramento. Shadows, though, completely encompassing the infield. Bland ready, the 2-1 pitch. Fastball just inside at the knees, ball 3. 3-1 the count on Beatty. With Nate Espy due next. 3 balls, 1 strike. The outfield playing Beatty to pull towards left. Land ready, the 3-1 offering. Swing and a tap foul with Boca Chica running on the pitch. As it bounced behind home plate, and the count 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Back to first, Boca Chica. Now Bland ready. He'll automatically be going on this pitch. There goes he on the pitch. Inside, ball 4. That's the second walk issued by Bland. And now the River Cats have runners at first and second with 2 out for Nate Espy, who struck out swinging his first time up. So 2 on, 2 out. Second time in the game, the River Cats have gotten a runner as far as second base. Jeremy Brown was there with 2 outs last inning, but Doug Clark grounded out to first to allow Bland to get out of the jam. The pitch. Swing and a miss by Espy at an off-speed pitch. Strike one. No balls, one strike. He's nothing. River Cats nothing. Sacramento with runners at first and second. And 2 out. Bland with a glance back towards Boca Chica at second. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, chopped up the first base side. Up with it is Elward. He'll turn and step on the bag, and that retires the side. Good play by Mike, getting to that ball before it curled foul over the line. No runs, one hit. 2 runners left on base. At the end of 4, it remains. The Bees nothing, Sacramento nothing on ESPN 1230.
I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. That I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for.
Classic baseball is back. The Salt Lake Bees. Now get a family pass to see the Bees this season for an incredible $199. That's only $276 per game for your entire immediate family. Call 325-BASE to get your family pass. The Salt Lake Bees. Classic baseball is back.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
All right, we go to the 5th inning. It's a 0-0 ball game. It'll be Jason Espedo, Casey Smith, and Corey Myers due up to face right-hander Ben Fritz. Espedo bounced back to the mound his first time at bat. Our 5th inning, middle of the game reset of the Sacramento defensive alignment coming up after the first pitch to Espedo. Swing and a miss to the fastball, strike one. Doug Clark in left, Charles Thomas in center, and Iran Boca Chica in right. The 0-1 pitch. Espedo swings and he misses 0-2. Scott McLean at third, Mike Rouse at short, D'Angelo Jimenez at second, and Nate Espy at first. A battery of Ben Fritz pitching, and Jeremy Brown catching. The 0-2 to Espedo. Fastball high, 1-2 the count. So a ball and 2 strikes to the left-hand batter as Fritz deals. Fastball high and away, ball 2. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Fritz working quickly, the 2-2. Swung on, popped up foul, third base side, giving it a look McLean, but that's going to land about 18 rows deep. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tacoma goes into their game tonight having won 13 out of 14, and they claim both Player of the Week honors today. The 2-2 to Espedo, punch down the left field line, that's in for a base hit. Clark over towards the line to cut him off and hold Espedo to a leadoff single. Hit number 4 in the ball game for the Bees. And that'll bring up Casey Smith, who flied out to Boca Chica in right his first time up. Shin-Soo Choo, who was called up to the majors today, was the batter of the week, getting .581, 3 doubles, a triple, 3 homers, and 11 runs batted in. I think from now on I'm going to call Shin-Soo Bubblegum because he's now a big league Chew. Now the first pitch to Casey Smith. Swinging away, pops it up into shallow left. Clark, the left fielder, jogging in, is there, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. As the Bees disdain the bunt opportunity there, and that'll bring up Corey Myers, who flied to center field his first time up. Pitcher of the week, Cesar Jimenez of Tacoma, who threw a 9-inning complete game, 1-hit shutout against Las Vegas the other night. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. The only hit was a leadoff double in the ninth by John Weber that I understand landed on the left field line. Pitch on the way, curveball strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. So just a couple of inches outside, and maybe Jimenez gets the no-hitter. Instead, he settles for a one-hitter and a victory over the 51. Throw to first, close, but Espejo gets back. Payson with that hit has now extended his hitting streak to 5 games. The 0-1 to Myers. Espejo takes off on the hit and run, but it's fouled off back behind the screen, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Adam Pavkovich is due next. No score. 4-1. The D's have the advantage in hits, but right now no runs on the board for either side. Throw to first again, and Espejo dives back in safely. Second time in 2 years, Tacoma has won both awards in the same week. Now the 0-2. Myers takes low, 1-2. Pitcher Masao Kita and outfielder Abraham Nunez did the same thing almost a year ago. A little over a year ago, June 13th to the 19th. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Al Fritz delivers. Myers swings and he pops it up. Shallow right, backpedaling out Jimenez, and he will make the call in front of the right fielder, Boca Chica, for the out. 2 down. So Espejo with a leadoff single is still there with 2 outs for Adam Pavkovich, who lined out to the second baseman. Jimenez had a little soft flare. His first time up. The Bees, when they've gotten runners on base, have been unable to do anything with them. At first and second base, nobody out on the first did not score. The pitch to Pavkovich. In at the knees, a strike 0-1. They got a 2-out double for Mike Elward last inning, but Mike did not advance. Espejo with a leadoff single here in the 5th, and with 2 outs, he's still at first base. Now the 0-1. Curveball low, 1-1 the count. Outfield, swung around towards left. Again, Pavkovich still looking for his first hit in this series. Throw to first, and Espejo is back. The Angels have taken a 1-0 lead at Seattle in the 3rd. For Jared Weaver. RBI single by Sean Figgins. The pitch to Pavkovich, a strike call at the knees on the inside corner, and it's 1-2. Weaver's faced 6 batters and struck out 3 of them through the first 2 innings. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Pavkovich. Fritz ready, the pitch. Bringing a ground ball to third. McLean scoops it up, throws to second, and gets the force out there on Espejo. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. We're halfway through the scheduled 9-rounder. The Bees nothing, Sacramento nothing on ESPN 1230.
Come sit by Grandpa. I want to show you some old pictures.
Pictures?
Of your mommy when she was a little girl.
She was a little girl?
Sure was. See, that's her.
Who's that, my mommy?
Ooh, that's me.
You used to have hair on your head?
Yes, I did.
What happened to it?
Lost it.
Lost it?
Uh-huh.
How come your hair was longer than Grandma's hair?
Well, sweetie, back then, having long hair was a personal expression.
What happened to your beard?
My beard? Lost that, too.
Oh.
There are moments that make life meaningful.
You're supposed to sit, Grandpa.
No kidding.
At Select Health, we want to help you enjoy each one. With our health and wellness programs, we're striving to help you stay fit and healthy through every stage of life and be right there with you as life unfolds.
Look, Grandpa, you used to be skinny.
Yeah, I think that's enough pictures for today.
And you wore funny bears.
Oh, this is a great idea.
To learn how we're working to make healthcare simpler for you, visit selecthealth.org. Select Health. Simply there.
When it's time for your next set of tires, do you want the best tire warranty in the business? Then you should head to Big O Tires. Big O's free replacement warranty is the best in the business and gives you free services with your tires like balancing, rotating, and flat repair. Plus, with Big O Tires speed lane service, you can have your tires mounted, balanced, and on your vehicle in 20 minutes or less. Big O Tires, Utah's #1 tire store.
A reputation you can ride on. Big O Tires.
All right, we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. No score. It'll be D'Angelo Jimenez, Jeremy Brown, and Charles Thomas due up to face right-hander Matt Wilhite, who comes on the pitch for Wilhite. This will be his 30th appearance of the year. In 44 and a third innings, he's given up 44 hits, 21 runs, 19 of them earned. He has struck out 17 and walked 14. He's 2-2 with a 3.86 earned run average. The PCL batting .262 against right-hander Matt Wilhite. So Nathan Bland goes 4 innings, gives up 1 hit, no runs, struck out 3, and walked 2. So here's Wilhite to face the bottom third of the order. D'Angelo Jimenez will lead things off. Grounded out to third his first time up. Wilhite took the loss here on June 30th, giving up 1 run on 4 hits in 2 innings. So Jimenez will turn around to bat left-handed now against the right-hander Wilhite. Pitch. Breaking ball, strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Now Wilhite from the belt. The pitch. Breaking ball inside at the knees, and that evens the count at 1-1. So Nathan Bland giving the Bees 4 shutout innings. In the spot start, the pitch. Strike on the inside corner at the knees, 1-2. Jimenez to be followed by Jeremy Brown and then Charles Thomas. The 1-2 pitch from Wilhite. Just missed outside at the knees, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Now Wilhite ready, the 2-2 pitch. Curveball inside, fills the count at 3-2. Our 5th inning, middle of the game reset of the Bees defensive alignment. Curtis Pride, Reggie Willits, and Jason Espedo in left, center, and right. They'll give you the infield third to first after Wilhite delivers the payoff pitch. Swing and a high, towering fly, right field, Espedo back, but he has room in front of the track, and he'll make the catch for the out. 1 away, that'll bring up Jeremy Brown, who reached out an error his first time up. As Mike Elward dropped a throw from Casey Smith at shortstop. So 1 out, nobody on base here in the bottom of the 5th. Wilhite facing the right-hand hitting Brown. The sidearm curveball over for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to the right-handed batter. Brown normally wears 23, but in these red, white, and blue numbered jerseys, 37. The pitch on the way, swinging a 1-hopper to the hill. Wilhite's got it, runs it halfway to first before flipping to Elward for the out. 2 up, 2 down here in the 5th. That'll bring up Charles Thomas, who retired on a comebacker to Bland his first time up. Kids 14 and under, you can have your parents or you yourself can stop by Larry H. Miller Chevrolet at 5650 South State Street in Murray, and there to win a chance to be the honorary bat kid at a Bees home game. Larry H. Miller Chevrolet, after all, you know this guy. First pitch on the way, and Thomas takes low, ball 1. One and 0 the count to the left-handed batter as Wilhite delivers. Swinging a shot on 1-hop, flag down by Elward. He'll take it 5 steps to the bag, and that retires the side. Matt Wilhite working a Keith Barton and Associates, 1-2-3 inning. It's just that easy. At the end of 5, it's still the Bees nothing, Sacramento nothing on ESPN 1230.
Sir, can you hear me?
Imagine you've just been in a traffic accident.
Sir, can you hear me?
And right now, the pressure of the steering wheel against your chest is preventing you from answering this question, while your smashed door is preventing the emergency crew from providing you with the help you're very much in need of.
Okay, sir, we're going to get some equipment in here and get you out of there just as quickly as possible. We need those over here right away.
Imagine the feeling of knowing this happened because you were driving dangerously, driving when you maybe shouldn't have, or allowing yourself to be distracted. Imagine hoping you'll wake up from this nightmare, but not being able to. Imagine the flashing lights and the smell of gasoline.
Sir, can you squeeze my hand?
Now, imagine why they're not bothering to ask these questions to anyone else who was in your car. Consider this a reminder. No one understands the importance of driving safely like someone who didn't. 0 fatalities. It's a goal we can all live with.
If you're in the market for a home theater system or new TV, RC Willey is the only place to shop. No one has a larger selection of complete home theater systems, high-definition big screens, flat-panel LCD, and plasma TVs. Items are in stock for same-day delivery. Choose from the name brands you prefer, including Sony, Panasonic, Samsung, Mitsubishi, and Toshiba. Come in today and find out how you can pay 0 interest for 12 months on purchases of $4.99 or more. RC Willey, one place, so many possibilities.
All right, we go to the 6th inning. Still a 0-0 ball game. The Bees and the River Cats. For Salt Lake, it'll be the top of the order due up. Reggie Willett, Curtis Pride, and Howie Kendrick to face right-hander Ben Fritz. It's also time for our 6th inning update of the Alvarez scoreboard. Again, Omaha rally with 3 in the bottom of the 8th to beat Iowa 7-6 in front of over 22,000 at Rosenblatt Stadium tonight. They're in the 9th at New Orleans. It's all Zephyrs. They lead Oklahoma 10-4. Reggie Willett stepping in has singled and struck out in 2 plate appearances. Fritz ready, and the first pitch to Willett, and he picks outside, ball 1. A final at Nashville. Round Rock defeats the Sound 6-4 as Chris Sampson goes to 10-1 on the year for the Express. The 1-0 pitch, breaking ball low and inside. The count on Willits is 2-0. At Albuquerque in the 6th, the Isotopes and Memphis are tied 1-1. Colorado Springs leads Portland 3-2 in the 6th at Colorado Springs. The 2-0 pitch, Reggie lines one to right field, a base hit. Racing over is Boca Chica. He gloves it. Willits quickly turns on the brakes. Throw back to first. He's safe. Great play by Boca Chica, cutting that one off before it could get by to the corner and give Willits a double. But Reggie is aboard with a leadoff single. 2nd inning in a row, the Bees have gotten a leadoff hit. Let's see if they're able to do something with it this time around as Curtis Pride stands in. 1 for 2, retired on a soft liner to Jimenez at second base his last time up. At Tacoma, well, what do you expect? The Rainiers 2, Fresno nothing in the 2nd inning. Tacoma trying to make it 14 wins in their last 15 games. Throw to first, and Willits is back. Tucson leads at Las Vegas 1-0 in the 3rd. American League, Kansas City 5, Minnesota 3. Twins batting in the top of the 8th inning. Fritz ready from the belt. The pitch to Pride. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Strike 1. Take that Kansas City 5, Minnesota 4. An RBI single for Justin Morneau. Bottom of the 3rd in Oakland. The Tigers lead the A's 1-0. 4th inning at Seattle. The Angels won the Mariners 0. Seattle had a runner at 3rd with 2 out, and Jared Weaver struck out Ichiro to end the inning. Now the 1-strike pitch to Pride. Outside at the knees. A ball, 1-1. Finals, Cleveland beat the Yankees 5-2. Baltimore thumped the White Sox in Chicago 8-1. Tampa Bay shut out Boston 3-0. Scott Kazmir, a 2-hitter with 10 strikeouts. And Texas topped Toronto 6-1. Now Fritz ready. The 1-1 to Curtis. Instead, the turn of the toss to first, and Willits dives back in safely. Bottom of the 8th in Denver. San Francisco leads Colorado 7-5 as the Giants just scored 3 runs in the 8th. Houston 7, the Cubs 2. Chicago batting in the top of the 9th at Minute Maid Park. 1 ball, 1 strike on Pride. The pitch. Curtis swings and lifts 1 foul to the left of home plate. Back into the seats, 1-2. Bottom of the second inning at Los Angeles. The Dodgers lead the Diamondbacks 3-2. Milwaukee scored 2 in the bottom of the ninth, rather, to top Cincinnati 8-7. Washington whipped Florida 9-1. Atlanta doubled up St. Louis 6-3, and Pittsburgh pounded the Nets 11-1 at New York. Here it's 0-0, top of the sixth, and again a throw to first sends Willits back. Reggie at first, nobody out. Here in the sixth inning, the Bees, third time in 6 innings they've gotten the leadoff man on base. Now Fritz ready. The 1-2 to Pride. Swing, a little slow bouncer to the right side. Up with it, the pitcher Fritz. The underhand toss to first in time for the out. Willits advances to second base. So Pride is retired, 1 away, and that'll bring up Howie Kendrick, who's 0 for 2 tonight. And is 0 for 5 against Ben Fritz this year. So Willits at second base with 1 out. He's trying to break this scoreless tie. Fritz ready, and the first pitch to Kendrick. Slow curve over for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The outfield cheating in a bit. Trying to get a shot at Willits at the plate on a base hit to the outfield. Now the 0-1. Swung on and fouled off first base side, right into one of the sweeps down the first base side. And now Kendrick is in the hole, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Mike Elward due next. The 0-2 to Howie. Swinging a ground ball to third. McLean's got it. Looks Willits back to second and throws to first for the out. 2 down. Willits still at second base, and it's up to Mike Elward. Doubled up the alley into left center field his last time up. He's 1 for 2. No score. We're in the 6th inning. The Bees have out-hit the River Cats 5-1, but they've been unable to do anything with those hits. River Cats, like the Bees, will have the top of their order due up in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Elward, grounded up the middle, and a diving stop by Rouse to his left. Gets up and throws to first for the out to save a run. What a play by Mike Rouse, diving up the middle to keep that one from getting through and bringing home the go-ahead run. And that could very well be our Mountains West Ranches defensive play of the game. Stay tuned to the 10th inning show to find out. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on base. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, it's still the Bees nothing, Sacramento nothing on ESPN 1230.
Hershey's presents the Soul to Soul 2 Tour, starring Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. It's been 6 long years. Now the wait is over. By overwhelming demand, a second show added. Saturday night, August 5th at Delta Center. Tim McGraw and Faith Hill in the round. A combined over 60 million records sold and 35 #1 singles. Electrifying performances by Tim and Faith in the concert event of the year. 2 superstars, 1 stage. A night you'll never forget. Tickets are on sale now at the Delta Center box office, Ticketmaster, charge by phone, or get them at Ticketmaster.com. Saturday night, August 5th at Delta Center. Don't miss Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. Presented by Hershey. Produced by AEG Live and Outback Concerts.
I got hurt in a car wreck, and I've got some questions. Is it normal if I hurt worse the day after the accident? Can I choose the doctor? Can I settle my case without going to court? Shouldn't I just trust the insurance company to give me what's fair?
I'm attorney Keith Barton, and I can help. These are the kinds of questions I answer every day.
Until I called Keith Barton, I had no idea how it really worked. I called and he got me $200,000. How's that for an answer?
If you've been in a car wreck and you're hurt, call me at area code 801. It's easy.
All right, we go to the sixth inning. 0-0. Top of the order due up for Sacramento. Doug Clark, Mike Rouse, and Iram Bocachica to face right-hander Matt Wilhite. In his second inning of relief, Clark has flied to right and grounded to first. His first appearance, though, at the plate against Matt Wilhite. First pitch from Matt on the way, and it's a curveball high, ball one. 1-0 the count on Clark, a left-handed batter. Now the pitch. Fastball high, 2-0. Clark picked up his first major league hit last Wednesday. A pinch hit single in the fifth inning off of Padres starter Clay Hensley. Clark went 1 for 6 during his stint with the A's. The 2-0 pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul. First base side over near the B's dugout, and the count's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nick Corneau over in the dugout, still making progress, but it is very slow progress on that fractured patella in his left leg. 2-1 the count on Clark. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball, right side, fielded on the third, hop by Pavkovich. The toss to first, and Clark is retired, 1 away. That'll bring up Mike Rouse, who's flied to center and skied to right field. Rouse's grand slam last night was his 4th home run of the year. He hit 7 last year at 130 games for the River Cats. He's just back from his stint with the A's, where he appeared in 8 games and hit .292. For Oakland, 3 doubles, 2 runs batted in. Wilhite's pitch, and it's a fastball high, ball one. 1-0 to the left-hand batter. Again tomorrow night, it's Dustin Mosley, 8-3 for the Bees against Jose Acevedo. 1-6 for the Sky Sox as the Bees host Colorado Springs for their 4th of July baseball and fireworks extravaganza. The 1-0 pitch, low and outside, 2-0. The box office opens at 8:30 tomorrow with tickets still available for the game. So come to the ballpark early and pick up your tickets as the catcher, Corey Myers, is out to the mound to have a word with pitcher Matt Wilhite. His Sacramento Kings coach, Bill Musselman, here in the crowd tonight. Of course, the big news in the NBA today, Ben Wallace apparently signed by the Bulls. 2-0 delivery, fastball strike on the inside corner above the knees, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on base. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, 0-0 our score. Wilhite ready, the 2-1. Swinging a ground ball to first. Elward has it. Takes it 3 steps to the bag for the out. That ball bounced off his glove, but he was able to pick it up in midair against his chest with his bare hand and then make the play over to first base easily, and it's 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Iram Bocachica, who has struck out and singled in 2 plate appearances. He has the only hit of the ball game so far for Sacramento, a ground ball single in the left field between Howie Kendrick and Casey Smith. So 2 outs and the base is empty for Bocachica. Wilhite's pitch, and it's a breaking ball strike, 0-1. Don't forget to be on the lookout for the Geico Insurance run of the game. The first time after the 5th inning, the Bees score a run to add to a lead. Geico Insurance donates $25 to the Air Force Fund. The 0-1 pitch, Bocachica swings, and it's a high drive right field. Esposito going back at the track. He makes the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. Go the River Cats in the 6th. Another Keith Barton and Associates 1-2-3 inning. It's just that easy. We go to the 7th. Bees nothing, Sacramento nothing on ESPN 1230.
Paulie Colosimo here.
Yo, along with Joey as always. So, Paulie, tell the folks why we're so excited for spring to get here.
That's easy. So we can sunbathe in our Speedos, right?
Well, I do enjoy that. And with the packs we have, the ladies enjoy it too. But that's not what I had in mind.
Oh, well, you must be talking about grilling some of our Magnifico Colosimo sausages then.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Paulie.
Bada bing.
When most people think about grilling, they think about chicken or steaks. But those are
whip meat. Yeah, if you want something with real taste and real kick, you gotta go with authentic Colosimo sausages on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice thick brats, a mild Italian or Tuscan. Just thinking about it makes me saliva ache.
Yeah, some hot Italian, which kind of reminds me of us in our Speedo.
A couple of hot Italians. You got that right, Joey.
Colosimo sausage, the sausage people. Now available at Dan's, Macy's, and Smith's.
Just to realize how important baseball is to a lot of people, and to see them come in with their kids. And you look around and you see the enthusiasm they have here, and it makes you say, well, hey, you know, baseball's been here over 100 years, and it's still going strong.
Relive your fondest memories of Brooks Robinson and see his Hall of Fame plaque at the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. For more information, visit us on the web at baseballhalloffame.org or call 888-HALL-OF-FAME.
Jeff Mathis, Jason Espedo, and Casey Smith, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for the Bees here in the 7th inning. Time now for Zions Bank 7th inning game summary for the Bees. No runs, 5 hits, 1 error. For the River Cats, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Jeff Mathis is struck out and retired on a comebacker. First pitch from Fritz is low, ball 1. Bees have left 4 runners on base, and the River Cats have stranded 3. The 1-0 pitch. Swinging a foul back. Evens the count at 1-1. 3 of the 6 innings, the Bees have been able to get a leadoff single, but once the runner was advanced as far as third, the other 2 times only to second base. Now the 1-1. Mathis swings and lines one to right center field. Thomas on the run and slows down, is there, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Mathis retired. That'll bring up Jason Espedo, who's 1 for 2. Looped a single down the left field line. He's 1 for 2. The 7th inning game summary brought to you by Zions Bank. At Zions Bank, they haven't forgotten who keeps them in business. First pitch to Espedo, slow curve, a strike, 0-1. Ben Fritz has been outstanding. 6 1/3 innings, 5 hits, no runs. He has struck out 3 and has not walked a batter. Espedo swings and misses at a fastball, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Now Fritz's pitch. Swinging a ground ball, right side, sliding backhand stop by Espy, gets up, throws to first, just in time to get the leading toss over to Fritz in time for the out. 2 down, that'll bring up Casey Smith, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts. 1 to right and 1 to left field. And it looks like the Bees are going to need to win, or their lead will shrink to just 1 game, as Tacoma already leads Fresno 5-0, and they're still batting in the 3rd. The Bees' lead in the division has not been as little as 1 game since June the 2nd. A pitch on the way. Smith takes low, ball 1. So it would behoove them to try to win this ball game and maintain at least a 2-game lead. The 1-0 pitch, curveball, strike, 1-1. Well, the Bees' bats, with the exception of the 2nd game of this series, has been pretty quiet. The 1-1 pitch. Smith chops 1 to 3rd. McLean backs up on it, takes the shoulder high bounce, and throws to first to retire the side. And the Bees are up and down in order. 1, 2, 3, nothing across. 7th inning stretch time here in Sacramento. Brought to you by America First Credit Union. For any financial need, come to America First Credit Union, where members come first. After 6 1/2, the Bees nothing, River Cats nothing on ESPN 1230. Next.
Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you you look like Patricia Heaton?
Thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you had me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm...
the driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and tureen tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteak.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. how are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Hey, Bees fans, are you looking for a summer deal and a meal to satisfy your cravings? Stop by Wiener Schnitzel today for the 2 for $2.22 deal. Chili cheese dog and chili cheeseburger, only $2.22. Hurry in today. And while you're there, don't forget to cool down with the new Tasty Freeze Brownie Freezy. Chewy brownies mixed with creamy vanilla Tasty Freeze soft serve, topped with chocolate syrup. Wiener Schnitzel. It's the official hot dog of the Salt Lake Bees. Wiener Schnitzel, pushing the boundaries of taste.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Matt Wilhite retired all 6 batters he faced, and now he'll turn it over to Matt Hensley, making his second appearance for the Bees as he made his first here the other night, his first since 2004 after shoulder surgery. He pitched an inning and 2/3 scoreless baseball, did not allow a hit, struck out 1, and did not walk a batter. Again, a bullpen night tonight. Nathan Bland, 4 scoreless innings, and Matt Wilhite with 2. Kendry Morales for the Angels just did a 2-run homer. The Halos lead Seattle 3-0. Jared Weaver threw 4 innings has struck out 6. He's not walked a batter, and he has given up 2 hits. Scott McLean, Andrew Beatty, and Nate Espy, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, due up here in the bottom of the 7th inning of this 0-0 ball game. So Matt Hensley coming on to pitch here in the 7th inning, 6'2", 220, his 6th year out of San Diego. 14,414 the paid attendance here tonight. Largest crowd the Bees have played in front of this year. And so far, it's been a 0-0 ball game. The Bees have out-hit the River Cats 5-1. So Matt Hensley finishing up his warm-up tosses. Scott McLean to lead things off. He's 0 for 2. Struck out swinging and flied to left field. So the throw down by Corey Myers to second base. So here is McLean to lead things off in the 7th inning. Right-handed batter in his 17th professional season. So Hensley ready to go. That's first pitch to McLean. Fastball outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. McLean with 215 career home runs in the minors. None in 22 major league games. He's 4 for 34 lifetime in the big leagues with a double and 1 run batted in. The 1-0 pitch. McLean swings, and it's a high fly ball. Center field. Wilhite drifting back. Now comes in his step, and he makes the catch for out number 1. So McLean retired, 1 away, and that'll bring up Andrew Beatty, who's been up twice and has walked twice. So 1 out, nobody on base here in the Sacramento 7th inning. And the River Cats will be in Salt Lake Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday afternoon. Beatty batting left-handed against the righty Hensley, and he takes high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Hensley made 16 appearances for the Angels in 2004. No decisions, a 4.88 earned run average in what turned out to be his first full year in the bullpen. 16 and 20 lifetime when the Salt Lake uniform with a couple of complete games as a starter and 5 saves out of the bullpen. 1-0 pitch on the way, and Beatty takes high, ball 2. 2-0 the count with Nate Espy due next. And sun no longer a factor on the field of play. The last few rays of sunshine hitting the berm and right. Beyond the bullpens as the 2-0 comes home. Dede takes a strike 2-1 as Hensley took something off of that pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Elward in on the edge of the grass at first. Now Hensley ready, and the 2-1 pitch. Just inside, ball 3. 3-1 the count. And the Sacramento Salt Lake season series level at 4. Sacramento leads the all-time series 47-41. The 3-1 pitch from Hensley. Down the middle is strike, and that fills the count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Forgot to mention Saturday was the franchise's 800th game as an Angels affiliate. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a hard sinker. And that's the first strikeout for Hensley. 2 down here in the 7th. Just the 4th strikeout for B's pitching in the ball game. That'll bring up Nate Espy, who struck out swinging in the 2nd, grounded out to Elwood at first in the 4th. Looking to the 8th, the Bees will have Myers, Pavkovich, and Willits, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, due up. 0-0, bottom of the 7th. And a pitcher's duel at Raley Field. Hensley delivers, and it's a breaking ball low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Outfield, peeping around towards left, playing Espy to pull. Hensley ready, the 1-0 pitch. That's into the dirt, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Time now for a look ahead at what's on the road for the Bees. Brought to you by Big O Tires. A reputation you can ride on. Big O Tires. Bees back home tomorrow. They won't hit the road again until a week from Thursday, right after the All-Star break. 4 here in Sacramento, and then 4 in Fresno. All night games. The 2-0 pitch on the way, and Espy takes high, ball 3. 3-0 the count. D'Angelo Jimenez due next. And the Bees will be home for just 4 against Tucson over Pioneer Holiday Weekend. Then it's back on the road for 8 again as they take the Tennessee 2-step. 4 in Memphis and 4 in Nashville. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Low and outside, he walked him. First walk issued by Hensley, the 3rd given out by Bees pitching in the ball game. So a runner at first base, 2 out, and D'Angelo Jimenez will be the batter. Jimenez has grounded to 3rd and flied to right field. So Jimenez the batter. Dan started the year with the Rangers in 20 games, hit .211 for Texas. Played in 560 Major League games, not only for the Rangers, but the Yankees, Padres, White Sox, and Reds. Was traded from the White Sox to Cincinnati in July of 2003 for into the former Stinger pitcher, Scott Dunn. Who's now at AAA Durham. Here's the first pitch high, ball 1 after starting the year with Tampa Bay, after being picked up by the Devil Rays. Jimenez is not yet homered in his stint with the River Cats, but he does have some pop in his bat. Throw to first, dropped by Elwood as it's in the dirt. Good stop. He hit 9 for Chattanooga last year, but in 2003, he hit 14 home runs in the big leagues, 7 for the White Sox and 7 for the Reds. One ball to count. Hensley's pitch. Jimenez takes outside, ball 2, and that's 6 pitches in a row. Delivered out of the strike zone by Matt. Walked Espy on 4 straight and is now 2-0 on Jimenez. Bottom of the 7th inning, no score. Hensley set. The 2-0. Swung on, popped up foul, 3rd base side. Kendrick near the railing, won't get to it. It's about 8 rows deep. So the count on Jimenez, 2 balls and 1 strike. Kendrick at third base tonight, as the Angels like him to play third once a week, maybe twice a week. Two and one the count on the left-hand batting, D'Angelo Jimenez. Espy, the lead at first base, being held on by Elward. Hensley from the belt, the 2-1. Fastball, high, ball 3. Now, once again, the Bees not getting any help at all from Fresno. It's Tacoma 8, the Grizzlies nothing in the bottom of the 4th inning. And that's without Shin-Soo Choo, who's promoted to Seattle today. 3 balls, 1 strike, the pitch. There goes the runner, Espy, and the pitch is popped up behind third base. Foul ground. Does Kendrick have room? He does, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. No runs in the 7th inning for Sacramento. No hits, a walk, and 1 runner left. We go to the 8th. The Bees nothing, Sacramento nothing on ESPN 1230.
Introducing Papa John's new Sizzlin' Fajita Pizza with onions and peppers, a new Southwestern pizza sauce. Choose marinated steak or grilled chicken for only $11.99. A large Sizzlin' Fajita Pizza, just $11.99. Call now or order online at papajohns.com. Play 100 Sizzlin' Days of Summer at papajohns.com for a chance to win a Chrysler Crossfire. See store or website for details. Limited delivery area charges may apply.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Paulie Colosimo here.
Yo, along with Joey as always. So, Paulie, tell the folks why we're so excited for spring to get here.
That's easy, so we can sunbathe in our Speedos, right?
Well, I do enjoy that. And with the packs we have, the ladies enjoy it too. But that's not what I had in mind.
Oh, well, you must be talking about grilling some of our Magnifico Colosimo sausages then.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Paulie.
Bada bing.
When most people think about grilling, they think about chicken or steaks. But those are wimp meat.
Yeah, if you want something with real taste and real kick, you gotta go with authentic Colosimo sausages on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice thick brats, a mild Italian or Tuscan. Just thinking about it makes me saliva ache.
Yeah, some hot Italian, which kind of reminds me of us in our Speedo.
A couple of hot Italians. You got that right, Joey.
Colosimo sausage. The sausage people. Now available at Dan's, Macy's, and Smith's.
All right, we go to the 8th inning. Still a 0-0 ball game. Ben Fritz, the starter, still out there for the River Cats. He's gone 7 innings. Given up 5 hits, no runs. He has struck out 3, and he's not walked anybody. He has thrown, though, 92 pitches through 7 innings, so there is activity in the bullpen. A left-hander is now up. Mark Watson, who went a third of an inning last night, just picked up from Iowa after he was released by the Cubs, or asked for his release by the Cubs. So Corey Myers to lead things off. Myers has flied to center and popped to second base. Maybe getting lefty ready with Willits batting third, a much better hitter from the left side than the right, as there's a strike at Panini to Myers 0-1, and the left-handed hitting, Curtis Pride after that. Top of the 8th inning, 0-0 our score. The Bees with 5 hits, the River Cats with 1. The pitch to Myers squares around and picks outside a ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the pitch. Myers lines one up the middle and into center field, a base hit. So Corey Myers singles to center field, and so for the 4th time in 8 innings, the Bees get their leadoff man on base. Now here's Adam Pavkovich, who's 0 for 2, hit into an inning fielder's choices last time up. He'll likely be called upon to bunt here. He has executed 1 successful sacrifice bunt this season. McLean already in at third. Fritz ready. The turn of the toss to first, just a lob over, and Myers is back. Myers average slowly climbing as he leads off at first base. The pitch, Pavkovich squares around and Pushes the bunt first base side. Up with it is Espy, and he'll apply the tag to Pavkovich for the out. Thought that ball had a chance to go foul. But Espy decided to play it, and so there's one away, and Myers is now in scoring position at second base. And now Willits and/or Pride have the opportunity to put the Bees out in front. Reggie 2 for 3, single to right field his last time up. That gives Willits 4 hits in the last 2 games. So the catcher Brown goes out to the mound to talk with Fritz and kill some time so that Watson can get ready out of the bullpen. We talk about the differential between left-handed and right-handed for Willits. Reggie is a .225 hitter from the right side compared to .332 from the left. Marcus Gwynn now up in the Bees bullpen. So Myers at second base, 1 out. They're going to pitch to Willits. And the first delivery is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Myers checking the defense around him as he stretches his lead out at second base. Fritz ready, the 0-1. Down low, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The outfield around towards left. Now Fritz ready. The 1-1. Change up is high. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. Well, it's trying to put the Bees out in front with a base hit here. 2-1 the count. Fritz ready. The pitch into the dirt. Ball gets away from Brown, and that will allow Myers to take third. So the wild pitch moves Myers 90 feet away. That's the first wild pitch thrown by Fritz this year in a AAA uniform. So now the count on Reggie, 3-1, and the go-ahead run now just 90 feet away, and that brings the infield in all the way around. 3 balls, 1 strike, time called. Again, Mike Scioscia's edict is to have the contact play on with a runner at third and 1 out. And they're not going to pitch to Willits. They're going to intentionally walk him. And that will allow Sacramento to bring in the lefty Watson to face Curtis Pride as Tony DeFrancesco, the manager, makes his way out to the mound. And so for Reggie, that's the second time this year he's gotten the intentional walk. So that's going to be all for the starter, Ben Fritz, who should get a nice hand as he walks off the field of play with 7 1/3 scoreless innings at this point. So Matt Watson coming on to pitch. We'll tell you all about the former Stinger right after this 1-minute timeout for a pitching change on ESPN 1230.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
So left-hander Matt Watson coming on for, Mark Watson is the correct one. Mark Watson making his second appearance in a River Cats uniform. Watson making his second. His first was last night. Faced 3 batters, struck out 1, walked 1, and gave up a hit. Watson again signed as a free agent after getting his release from Iowa. Watson with the Cubs, 3-1 with a 3.38 earned run average and 1 save. He'll inherit runners at first and third with 1 out. The Bees with a chance to break this scoreless deadlock here in the top half of the 8th inning. Curtis Pride will be the batter. Pride walked by Watson yesterday. So Watson finishing up his warm-up tosses, 6'3", 240, and his 11th here, although he slimmed down, I think, from 240. Made 6 appearances last year for the Stingers before having to shut the season down with a shoulder injury. So here's Curtis Pride, 1 for 3, bounced back to the mound his last time up. The infield in all the way around, but not all the way in. The shortstop Rouse, the second baseman Jimenez, maybe 2.5, 3 steps behind the infield grass on the infield dirt. Watson ready, and the first pitch to Pride. Pitch out, but the runner at first, Willits, was not going. Ball 1, the count on Curtis. The way things have gone of late, this would be a good time for Brian Harper, I think, to shut down the running game. We'll see what happens. 1 ball the count on Curtis. Myers, the go-ahead run at third. Willits at first with 1 out. Now the infield playing double play depth. The pitch, breaking ball, low and away. They appeal the check swing. No swing, says Stephen Fritzoni, and the count on Pride is 2-0. Howie Kendrick is due next. 2 balls, no strikes. Tacoma goes to Tucson tomorrow, while the Bees host Colorado Springs. The 2-0 to Pride. Low and outside, ball 3. 3-0. A right-hander, Kazuhito Tadano, warming up, so Pride could be the only batter that Watson faces. Let's see, with a count of 3-0, if Brian Harper gives Curtis the green light. Watson ready. The 3-0 pitch. Taking all the way. It's right down the middle of strike 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. The outfield shaded towards left. Again, the infield now at double play depth instead of playing in. Watson ready to throw to first base and almost thrown away. A nice diving stop by Espy, the first baseman, to his left to keep that one from getting away and scoring Myers from third base. Three and 1 to count. Watson ready, the pitch. Strike 2 call. Took something off of it. Caught the inside corner under the belt. So now the count on Curtis is 3-2. Now at 3-2, do you send Willits? Try to stay out of the ground ball double play. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Watson ready, the payoff pitch. Willits doesn't go, and the pitch is in the dirt, ball 4. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out for Howie Kendrick. And that's going to bring the Sacramento manager, Tony DeFrancesco, out to make yet another pitching change, as Watson's sole duty was to face the left-hander Pride, and he walked him. So now the right-hander from Japan, Kazuhito Tadano, coming on to pitch, and we'll tell you all about him right after this. 1-minute timeout for a pitching change on ESPN 1230.
Come sit by Grandpa. I want to show you some old pictures.
Pictures?
Of your mommy when she was a little girl.
She was a little girl?
Sure was. See, that's her.
Who's that, my mommy?
Ooh, that's me.
You used to have hair on your head?
Yes, I did.
What happened to it?
Lost it.
Lost it?
Mm-hmm.
How come your hair was longer than Grandma's hair?
Well, sweetie, back then, having long hair was a personal expression.
What happened to your beard?
My beard? Lost that, too.
Oh.
There are moments that make life meaningful.
Is that such a stuff, Grandpa?
No kidding.
At Select Health, we want to help you enjoy each one. With our health and wellness programs, we're striving to help you stay fit and healthy through every stage of life and be right there with you as life unfolds.
Look, Grandpa, you used to be skinny.
Yeah, I think that's enough pictures for today.
And you wore funny pants.
Oh, this is a great idea.
To learn how we're working to make healthcare simpler for you, visit selecthealth.org. Select Health. Simply there.
So Kazuhito Tadano comes on for the 13th time, his 10th visit out of the bullpen for Sacramento. In 29 innings, he's given up 42 hits, 28 runs, 27 of them earned. He has struck out 29 and walked 10. 2 hit batters, no wild pitches, and 8 home runs allowed. Tadano 0-2 with an 8.38 earned run average. The PCL batting .333 against Tadano, who gave up 1 hit, 1 earned run yesterday in his only appearance against the Bees. That was a home run to the opposite field by Curtis Pride. He retired Kendrick the only time he faced him. Howie just 1 for 6 with the bases loaded this year. 3 runs batted in. So Myers, the runner at third. Willits is at second base, and Curtis Pride is over at first. 1 out. And a chance for the Bees to break this scoreless deadlock here in the 8th inning. So Tadano finishing up his warm-up tosses. Kazuhito Tadano, 6 foot tall, 6 feet tall, 180. 25 years old, out of Tokyo. Speaking of 25, Matt Wilhite, who retired all 6 batters he faced tonight, was celebrating his 25th birthday today. So here we go. The corner men are in. The middle infielder's halfway. A ground ball to short or second. They'll try to turn 2 at second base. Grounder to third or first. They'll try to come home. First pitch to Kendrick. And a change up high. Ball 1. Fritz, the starter, responsible for Myers at third, and Willits at second. Watson for Pride at first base. The outfield cheating in a bit and around towards left. Tadano, the 1-0. Breaking ball, low and outside, ball 2. 2-0 the count on Kendrick. He's trying to snap this nothing deadlock. A single, a sacrifice, and a couple of walks have set the table. The 2-0 pitches. A bouncer high over the head of the third baseman, but foul. Wide of the bag at third, and the count's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike to count on Kendrick. Myers at third, Willits at second, Pride jogging back to first. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tadano's pitch. Line towards left, headed towards the corner. It's up there, and it's off the top of the wall. Myers scores. Willits scores. Into third, Pride, and at second base, Howie Kendrick with a 2-run double, and the Bees take a 2-0 lead. That ball missed by about 1.5 feet from being a grand slam. And Kendrick extends his hitting streak to 10, and his road hitting streak to 18 with a 2-run double, his 25th double of the year. He now ties Nick Gorneau, his teammate, and John Knott of Portland for the league lead in runs batted in. So runners at second and third, and now they're going to intentionally walk Mike Elward as Tadano almost throws it over the head of Brown to reload the bases for Jeff Mathis. So ball 2 is delivered, so Elward receives an intentional walk. His first as a Bee. So Myers and Willits coming across the plate on the double. Again, that just narrowly missed being a grand slam. And that second run becomes the Geico Insurance run of the game. That's the 38th for the Bees this year, making the donation total at this point $950. So here's Jeff Mathis with the bases loaded and one out. Jeff 0 for 2 with the bases full. Again, the infield, double play depth up the middle. Even with the bags at third and first. The pitch, a strike, get it to knees, 0-1. That closes the books on Fritz. 7 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs earned, 3 strikeouts, a walk, and 1 wild pitch. Now the 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, the count on Mathis, who is just 2 for 13 in this series, and 4 for 25 on the road trip. Looking for a base hit here to help break it open. The 0-2 pitch into the dirt. Good stop by Brown, dropping to his knees and smothering that ball. And so the count 1-2 on Jeff Mathis, with Jason Espedo due next. Clyde at third, Kendrick at second, Elwood at first. 1-2 the count. Sedano's pitch into the dirt again, and a good stop by Brown, sliding across to his right. So the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mathis tapping the plate with his bat. Now the right-hander Sedano ready, the 2-2. Swinging a foul, coming back out of play, deep into the seats. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's trying for their 50th win of the year. They would be the 3rd team in the league to reach that mark. Round Rock and Tucson start tonight with 51 wins. 2-2 the count on Mathis. Sedano's pitch. Strike 3 called at the knees. 2 out. Strikeout number 1 for Sedano, number 4 for Sacramento pitching. So now here's Jason Espedo, who's 1 for 3. Grounded out to first his last time up. For Sacramento in the bottom of the 8th inning, they'll have Brown, Thomas, and Clark 2 up. First pitch is a strike to Espedo, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Now Sedano ready, the pitch. Swinging a one-hopper back to the hill. Sedano flags it down and throws to first, and that retires the side. The Bees take the lead with 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors, and they leave 3 runners on base. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, it's now the Bees 2 and Sacramento nothing on ESPN 1230.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
I'm not feeling too good.
Oh, you're looking a tad green for a raccoon.
I think it might be the taco burrito I ate.
What?
Why?
It was cheap.
Well, you're paying for it now.
Oh.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's? We make everything fresh right when you order, like our new 99-cent crispy chicken sandwich. That's right, all white meat chicken for just 99 cents.
Oh.
Why didn't you just go to Wendy's?
Not too bright.
Make it a Wendy's night and do what tastes right till 2 a.m. Prices and participation may vary.
Attention motorcycle and ATV riders. Dreaming of a new Yamaha motorcycle or ATV? Well, stop dreaming and start heading to Plaza Cycle for the huge Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event. Because right now, you can get payments as low as $69 a month for 24 months with 0 down on a huge selection of new Yamaha motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. You heard right. Payments as low as $69 a month plus 0 down for 2 full years on a new Yamaha. So visit Plaza Cycle today for the huge Get Out and Ride sales event. Because enough of this good won't last. Plaza Cycle at 1379 West, 3300 South, in the heart of Salt Lake Valley. Plaza Cycle. Walk in, right out. On the Yamaha card, subject to credit approval through 8/31/06 on select Yamaha motorcycles, including FCR models, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. As low as $69 monthly payments for 24 months at 8.9% APR for amount financed up to $8,500 if the account can't turn. Thereafter, standard rate is 12.99% and 22.99% APR applied. Default rate is 24.99%. Minimum finance charge $1. See dealer for ATV age restrictions. Yamaha recommends an approved credit course. Call 1-800-887-2887.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and now former River Cat Marcus Gwynn comes on the pitch for the 29th time this year. In 36 innings, he's given up 37 hits, 24 runs, 19 of them earned. He struck out 27 and walked 20. Gwynn 1-1 with a 4.75 earned run average. The PCL batting .257 against right-hander Marcus Gwynn. So Gwynn on the pitch. He worked the scoreless inning yesterday. And he'll face Jeremy Brown, then Charles Thomas and Doug Clark. Again, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up in the Sacramento batting order. Jeremy Brown has reached out an error and retired on a comebacker to the mound. Marcus Gwynn, the fourth pitcher used by Brian Harper in the first pitch, is a strike, 0-1. Matt Hensley, 1 inning, no hits, no runs. He struck out 1 and walked 1. One strike the count. Marcus delivers. Swung on and chopped foul up the third base side, 0-2. Gwynn last year, 34 appearances for the River Cats. Went 2-2 with 3 saves. Also made 19 appearances for the A's AA affiliate at Midland. So 0-2 the count on Brown as Gwynn comes set the pitch. Fastball high, 1-2 the count. Gwynn last year, despite only 34 appearances, led the Sacramento pitching staff with 10 hit batters and 7 wild pitches. The 1-2, low, 2-2. Between AA and AAA, he had 11 wild pitches, a career high. Until this year, he's already thrown 12 in a B's uniform. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Brown, leading things off for the River Cats here in the 8th. Gwynn's pitch, swung on, and a 2-hopper to short, fielded on the belt-high bounce by Casey Smith. The throw across on target and in time for out number 1. So Brown retired, 1 away. That'll bring up Charles Thomas, the center fielder. He's bounced to the mound and also grounded out to first base. So 1 down here in the 8th. 2-0 Bees as they scored 2 runs in the top of the inning on a bases-loaded double by Howie Kendrick. Gwynn's first pitch to Thomas. Fastball outside, ball 1. Again, the double that missed being a grand slam by about 1.5 feet. And the Bees still have the bases loaded after an intentional walk with only 1 out, but could not score anymore. The 1-0 pitch on the way is high, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Tacoma leading their ball game over Fresno 8-0 in the 6th as they try for their 14th win in 15 games. They won 10 in a row, lost, and now have won 3 straight. The 2-0 pitch is high, ball 3. 3-0 the count on Thomas with Doug Clark due next. Final from Colorado Springs. The Sky Sox beat Portland 4-2. The 3-0 pitch on the way, right down the middle, a fastball 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now Gwynn from the stretch, the 3-1 pitch. Down the middle again, Thomas taking all the way, and that fills the count at 3-2. Outfield shaded toward left for Thomas. Left-handed batter who came over from the Braves in the Tim Hudson deal in December of 2004. The 3-2 payoff pitch from Gwynn, swung on, grounded towards the hole, and past the diving Casey Smith in the left field. And the River Cats have their second hit of the ball game, a 1-out single to the opposite field by Charles Thomas. So 1 on, 1 out. That'll bring up Doug Clark, the left fielder, who's 0 for 3, grounded out to the second baseman Paskovich his last time up. So here is Clark. The infield double play depth for the Bees. Thomas the lead at first, 6 out of 9 in the stolen base department this year. Gwynn's pitch. Clark takes high, ball 1. And Thomas took the lead in the count 3-0. Gwynn got it back to 3-2 before Thomas goes the other way and grounds a single to left field. 1 ball, no strikes the count on Clark as Marcus Gwynn kicks and delivers. Low and inside, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Greg Jones is up in the Salt Lake bullpen. 2 balls, no strikes. Gwynn ready, the pitch to Clark. Fastball in at the knees, a strike, and it's 2-1. Nathan Bland, 4 scoreless innings. Matt Wilhite, 2 scoreless innings. Matt Hensley, 1 scoreless inning. Hensley, the pitcher of record at this point. Now the 2-1 pitch, high, ball 3. 3-1 the count. Adam Kennedy's 2-run single has given the Angels and Jared Weaver a 5-1 lead in the 7th inning at Seattle. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now Gwynn ready. The pitch. Low and inside, ball 4. And now runners are at first and second base with 1 out, and Charles Nagy, the pitching coach, goes out to the mound to talk with Gwynn as Mike Rouse comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3. Grounded out to first base his last time up. So now the River Cats have the potential tying runs on base. With Thomas at second and Clark at first, the Bees leading 2-0 here in the 8th. As Gwynn came on this inning, got the first batter Brown, but Thomas singled on a 3-2 pitch, and Clark walked on 5 pitches. So the meeting a quick one as Nagy heads back to the first base dugout. So here is Rouse. Wide to center in the first, guide to right in the 4th, and grounded out to Elwood at first his last time up. Rouse did not face Gwynn last night, so he has not faced him yet this year. Again, the infield double play depth. With runners at first and second base, 1 out. The outfield very deep all the way around. Gwynn's pitch, Rouse swings and pops it foul into the seats behind third base for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Marcus getting a new baseball from a home plate umpire, Paul Chandler. 14,414, the announced crowd making some noise. Now Gwynn stares in, gets his sign from Myers. The right-hander ready. Time called before Gwynn can deliver, as he took a lot of time, and Rouse thought it was too much time, so he asked the home plate umpire, Paul Chandler, for time, and got it before Gwynn could start his motion. No balls, 1 strike the count. Marcus ready. The kick in the 0-1. Swinging a 1-hopper to third. Kendrick's got it. Over to second, that's 1. Tafkovich to first, that's 2. 5-4-3 around the horn. The Bees turn their 97th double play of the season to get out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the 9th. It's the Bees 2, Sacramento nothing on ESPN 1230.
I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. That I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for.
Classic baseball is back. The Salt Lake Bees. Now get a family pass to see the Bees this season for an incredible $199. That's only $276 per game for your entire immediate family. Call 325-BASE to get your family pass. The Salt Lake Bees. Classic baseball is back.
When it's time for your next set of tires, do you want the best tire warranty in the business? Then you should head to Big O Tires. Big O's free replacement warranty is the best in the business and gives you free services with your tires like balancing, rotating, and flat repair. Plus, with Big O Tires speed lane service, you can have your tires mounted, balanced, and on your vehicle in 20 minutes or less. Big O Tires, Utah's #1 tire store.
A reputation you can ride on. Big O Tires.
A home equity loan is the perfect choice for home improvements or a summer vacation. The University Credit Union's low-rate home equity loan has no origination fee, no appraisal, credit report, or other closing costs. You'll receive a quick decision, and at closing, as a thank you, you'll receive a $50 Home Depot gift card. The University Credit Union Home Equity Loan. Apply today at ucreditu.com or call 481-8840 now.
All right, we go to the ninth. The Bees holding on to a 2-0 lead. It'll be Casey Smith, Corey Myers, and Adam Paskovich. The bottom third of the order due up for the Bees here in the ninth inning. Casey Smith is wide to right, skied to left, and grounded to third. Kazuhito Tadano, who gave up the 2-run double to Howie Kendrick in the eighth, on to pitch the ninth inning as well. The first pitch on the way. And Smith lines one into center field. That's going to land in front of Charles Thomas for a base hit. And so Casey Smith, the ball with a single to center field, a little floating liner into shallow center field. So for the Bees, that is their 8th hit of the ball game, and that'll bring up Corey Myers, who started the 2-run rally off last inning with a base hit to center field of his own. So runner at first base, nobody out. Throw to first base and close, but Casey just does get back in, standing up. Infield double play depth for the Sacramento River Cats. Pitch out, and now they've got Smith hung up between first and second. The throw back, and he's out as somebody missed his sign, and Casey got hung out to dry between first and second base. 2-6-3 on the caught stealing, and just like that, there's one out and nobody on base. One ball to count on Corey Myers as the pitch missed outside. I don't know if the hit and run was on or what, but somebody missed something. The pitch. Swing, a little tap foul behind home plate, and the count's even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike in the ninth inning. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters will be due up for the River Cats. Greg Jones getting ready out of the bullpen. The pitch. Myers swings and lines a base hit to right field, wouldn't you know it? And Bocachika drops the ball out and right, but Myers stays at first base. I think Bocachika was thinking about maybe throwing to first base to try to throw Myers out. So Corey has his second hit of the ball game. And a runner at first, 1 out for Adam Paskovich, who's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. So the Bees with that caught stealing now 0 for 2 officially in that department in this game. Paskovich takes low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Again, the big bats are due up for Sacramento in the bottom of the ninth. Tadano ready, and the 1-0. Up high, ball 2. 2-0 the count. And the Bees against Colorado Springs tomorrow at Franklin Covey Field. Tickets still remain, so you can stop by the Franklin Covey Field box office beginning at 8:30 tomorrow as Paskovich fouls a pitch back into the suites. Right behind home plate, 2-1 the count. Open at 8:30 tomorrow. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On Adam Paskovich. Tadano ready. The 2-2. Into the dirt. Gets away from Brown, and that's going to allow Myers to take second base on a wild pitch. For Tadano, that is his first wild pitch of the year. And now the Bees have a runner at second base with one out and a full count on Pavkovich at 3-2. Three balls, two strikes. Tadano's payoff pitch, and Pavkovich grounds one foul outside the bag at third. So we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. As the left fielder Clark flings the ball up into the crowd. Another gorgeous night here in Sacramento. Tadano ready. The 3-2 payoff pitch again to Pavkovich. Low ball 4. He walked him. So runners at first and second base with one out. Tadano hasn't retired a batter in this inning. The Bees running themselves into an out. Now here's Reggie Willits, who's 2 for 3, was intentionally walked his last time up after getting ahead in the count 3-1, and scored the second of the 2 runs on the double by Kendrick. So runners at first and second base, one out, is Reggie with a chance to give the Bees a little breathing room here. The pitch cut out and fouled at home plate, a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. McLean even with the bag at third. Everybody else is back. At about halfway, double play depth. Tadano ready, the 0-1. Low into the dirt. Good stop by Brown. Evens the count at 1-1. Angels still leading Seattle 5-1. That game in the bottom of the 7th at Safeco. One ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Willett swings and misses at a breaking ball, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kazuhito Tadano. Spent some time on the DL this year with tendonitis in his right knee. The pitch cut at and missed. Looked like a splitter in the dirt. He struck it out. And there's 2 down here in the 9th inning. Second strikeout for Tadano, the 5th for Sacramento pitching in the ball game. That'll bring up Curtis Pride, who's 1 for 3. He walked his last time up against Mark Watson, the lefty, who was brought in for the sole purpose of facing Pride. So now 2 on, 2 out for Curtis. Again, the 3, 4, 5 hitters due up for the River Cats in the bottom of the 9th. Now Tadano comes set. The pitch to Pride, and it's a fastball strike in the outside corner at the belt, 0-1. At 0 balls, 1 strike to count. Myers the lead at second, Pavkovich at first. Tadano ready, the 0-1. Inside at the belt, ball 1. 1-1 the count on Curtis. Pride came into the game second in the league at on-base percentage. Jack Cuss of Portland at .458 leads. Pride right behind at .456. Now the 1-1. Curtis takes the fastball outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Actually, Howie Kendrick is third and Reggie Willits fourth. Two balls, 1 strike to count on Pride. 2 outs, runners at first and second. 2-0 Bees here in the 9th. The 2-1 pitch. Curve inside, ball 3. 3-1 the count, and a wide one here would load the bases for Kendrick again. 3 balls, 1 strike. Tadano nods in agreement with a sign from Brown. The right-hander ready. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball strike, 2 called on the outside corner at the belt. Curtis not particularly enthralled with the call. And so now the count is full with 2 outs, so the runners will automatically be on the move at first and second base with 2 outs. Three balls, 2 strikes. Sedano ready, the runners taking their lead. And now they take off with a 3-2 pitch. It's strike 3 called on the outside corner, and Pride can't believe it. That ball looked about 6 inches off the corner. No runs, 2 hits, 3 left. We go to the bottom of the ninth. It's the Bees 2, Sacramento nothing on ESPN 1230.
Somebody must have been in an accident that wasn't their fault. Because Keith Barton just hit that one out of the park.
I'm Keith Barton, and I know when you've been injured in an accident, you need an attorney that will go to bat for you and get you the money you deserve. You need the money quick because you have bills to pay. So the next time you're in an accident, you know what to do. Call in the big hitter. That's me, Keith Barton. It's just that easy to pick up the phone and call us at our new number, 801-IT'S-EASY.
July 13th through the 15th, world-class auto racing comes to Miller Motorsports Park with American Le Mans Series and SCCA World Challenge GT and Touring cars. An international gathering of some of the hottest cars in the world comes to Utah during the Larry H. Miller Dealership's Utah Grand Prix. 4 classes of cars, many of them worth over $1 million, will race simultaneously, testing the limits of speed, endurance, and sheer will. It's wildly fast and wildly thrilling. At all Miller Motorsports Park events, kids ages 12 and under get free general admission, and every ticket includes access to race team paddocks, where you can meet the racers and see their cars. You'll also enjoy the festival atmosphere on the Midway, our family fun center. Get your tickets now to the Larry H. Miller Dealership's Utah Grand Prix at Miller Motorsports Park, July 13th through 15th. Call Ticketmaster at 325-C or online at MillerMotorPark.com.
Presented in part by Big O Tires.
All right, we go to the ninth inning. Greg Jones on to try to close it out. The Bees leading 2-0. Greg making his 29th appearance of the year in 36 innings. He's given up 31 hits, 18 runs, 16 of them earned. He has struck out 32 and walked 12. Greg is 3-4 with an earned run average of exactly 4. He's 7 out of 14 in save opportunities. The PCL batting .235 against right-hander Greg Jones. Jones making his second appearance in this series. His first appearance was on Saturday when he pitched the scoreless inning to pick up the save. He'll face Hiram Boca Chica, Scott McLean, and Andrew Beatty, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters in the River Cats batting order. For the year, Jones, 2 scoreless innings, 1 walk against the River Cats. Boca Chica 1 for 3 to lead things off. First pitch, a strike on the inside corner to knees, 0-1. A scoreless inning for Marcus Gwynn in the 8th. 1 no runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts, and a big double play ball. 0-1 the count on Boca Chica as Jones deals. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Ride, Willits, Espedo in left, center, and right. Kendrick, Smith, Pavkovich, and Elward, the infield third to first. A battery of Jones pitching and Myers catching. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Now Jones pitch. Swing a ground ball to third. Kendrick towards the line has it. The long throw in plenty of time to get Boca Chica by a step and a half. 1 away here in the 9th inning. That'll bring up Scott McLean, who's 0 for 3. Flied out to center field his last time up. Good play by Kendrick to his right. Again, talking to Howie the other day. Still not real comfortable at third. Still has to go through the thought process on different things as opposed to second base where everything comes naturally. That's just something that's going to happen with time. McLean takes low, ball 1. McLean struck out in the second and flied to left against Bland. Flied to center against Hensley in the 7th inning. So 1 out, nobody on base. Jones the 1-0. Just a little bit low, ball 2. 2-0 the count on McLean. Andrew Beatty due next. Now Jones pitch. Breaking ball misses low, ball 3. 3-0. Greg a little perplexed. As a couple of those pitches, it looks like the strike zone has shrunken on McLean. Jones ready, the 3-0. Down the middle is strike 3-1. Three balls, one strike. The infield back, the outfield deep. The 3-1 from Jones to McLean. Swinging a ground ball to third. Kendrick on one knee has it. Sets himself up and throws to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down here in the ninth. That'll bring up Andrew Beatty, who walked the first 2 times he came to the plate. He struck out swinging his last time up. The Bees trying to earn a split and avoid what would be their 4th series loss of the season out of 21 played. So 2 out, nobody on. The pitch to Beatty. Fastball strike at the knees, 0-1. The infield back again. The outfield shading Beatty just a little bit toward left. Playing in the opposite way. 1 strike to count. Greg Jones trying to finish it off here. The 0-1 pitch to Beatty. Swinging a high pop-up on the right side of the infield. Who's going to take it? Mike Elward calls for it and has it, and the ball game is over. And the Bees pitching staff, the bullpen going this one here tonight, authors the 9th shutout of the season for the Bees, just 1 shy of the franchise record. A spectacular performance by Nathan Bland, Matt Wilhite, Matt Hensley, Marcus Gwynn, and Greg Jones as the Bees get a split in the series at Sacramento, and they end up with a winning record 5-3 on this road trip. In the 9th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Handshakes and high fives all around with the final score. The Salt Lake Bees 2 and the Sacramento River Cats nothing. We'll be back with the 10th inning show next on ESPN 1230.
Game is over, and the fans are headed home. Stay tuned. The 10th inning show is coming up next. You've been listening to Salt Lake Bees Baseball on your home for the Salt Lake Bees. ESPN 1230 AM.
Mountains West Ranches Recreational Properties has beautiful recreational and cabin properties conveniently located by Starvation Reservoir. They offer 5, 10, 20, 40, and 80-acre or larger parcels at reasonable pricing with guaranteed access and simple, easy owner, low-down, low-monthly financing. There's an abundance of wildlife, including deer and elk, that roam the property year-round. There are endless ATV trails, snowmobiling, hiking, boating, camping, fishing, horseback riding, spectacular views, and so much more. But most of all, you'll escape the rat race of the city and enjoy sheer peace, quiet, rest, and relaxation. Call us to schedule your appointment, 1-877-894-5658, or check our website at mwranches.com. Mountains West Ranches, where the air is clean, the skies are blue, the water is clear, and the magnificent views are waiting there for you to enjoy.
Paulie Colosimo here.
Yo, along with Joey as always. So, Paulie, tell the folks why we're so excited for spring to get here.
That's easy. So we can sunbathe in our Speedos, right?
Well, I do enjoy that. And with the packs we have, the ladies enjoy it too. But that's not what I had in mind.
Oh, well, you must be talking about grilling some of our Magnifico Colosimo sausages then.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Paulie.
Bada bing.
When most people think about grilling, they think about chicken or steaks. But those are wimp meat.
Yeah, if you want something with real taste and real kick, you gotta go with authentic Colosimo sausages on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice thick broth, a mild Italian or Tuscan. Just thinking about it makes me saliva ache.
Yeah, some hot Italian, which kind of reminds me of us in our Speedo.
A couple of hot Italians. You got that right, Joey.
Colosimo sausage. The sausage people. Now available at Dan's, Macy's, and Smith's.
Welcome to the 10th inning show, a complete recap of today's game, as well as a look at other games around the major leagues and the Pacific Coast League. Once again, let's go back to the ballpark with the voice of the Salt Lake Bees, Steve Klauke.
Welcome back to Raleigh Field, where the fireworks show is underway. The Bees getting their 2 runs in the 8th inning on a bases-loaded double by Howie Kendrick as the Bees shut out the River Cats 2-0. Again, the 9th shutout for the Bees pitching staff this year. There's still 60 games left in the season, and the Bees are just 1 shutout away from the franchise record of 10 set in 1998. Final totals for the Bees: 2 runs on 9 hits, 1 error, and 10 runners left on base. For the River Cats, no runs, 2 hits, 1 error, and 5 left on base. The winning pitcher, Matt Hensley, now 1-0. The losing pitcher, Ben Fritz, goes to 1-3. Greg Jones notches his 8th save of the season. Time of the game, 2 hours, 33 minutes, 14,414. The paid attendance as the Bees go to 50-34 on the year, the third team to reach the 50-win mark in the PCL this year, while the River Cats drop to 41-44. The Bees now lead the season series with Sacramento 5-4. And the Bees, it appears, will maintain their 2-game lead in the division. Unless Fresno comes up with a huge rally, it'll stay a 2-game lead. Tacoma right now with a big lead late in the ball game at Cheney Stadium. Again, it all came true for the Bees in the 8th inning on that 2-run double by Howie Kendrick. Time now for our Mountains West Ranches defensive play of the game. For that, we'll go to the 6th inning. The Bees have the potential go-ahead runner in scoring position with 2 out for Mike Elward. First pitch to Elward, grounded up the middle, and a diving stop by Rouse to his left. Gets up and throws to first for the out to save a run. What a play by Mike Rouse, diving up the middle to keep that one from getting through and bringing home the go-ahead run. And that could very well be our Mountains West Ranches defensive play of the game. And it turned out to be, between Moon Lake, Starvation, and Strawberry Reservoirs, Mountains West Ranches Recreational Properties offers great parcels of land at reasonable pricing. Mountains West Ranches, where the air is clean, the skies are blue, the water is clear, and the magnificent views are waiting for you. Call 1-877-894-5658 or check out www.mwranches.com. The Bees win it over Sacramento 2-0. We'll check the other scores around baseball next on our Abra scoreboard after this on ESPN 1230.
Hi, Paul Hartman here. You know, if I were to hire somebody for my business, I would want to see their resume. That's why I think it's only fair to give you our resume right now. We have 20 years servicing the Wasatch Dairy, family-owned and operated, winner of last year's top technician training program. Always staffed 24 hours, 7 days a week. And we specialize in finding you the best solution for your comfort with energy savings. With over 71% repeat and customer referral rate, we know we're doing our job right. So, when you're in need, call Hartman Heating and Air, 264-8300, serving the heart of your home and business.
I got hurt in a car wreck, and I've got some questions. Is it normal if I hurt worse the day after the accident? Can I choose the doctor? Can I settle my case without going to court? Shouldn't I just trust the insurance company to give me what's fair?
I'm attorney Keith Barton, and I can help. These are the kinds of questions I answer every day.
Until I called Keith Barton, I had no idea how it really worked. I called and he got me $200,000. How's that for an answer?
If you've been in a car wreck and you're hurt, call me at area code 801. It's easy.
Just to realize how important baseball is to a lot of people, and to see them come in with their kids. And you look around and you see the enthusiasm they have here, and it makes you say, well, hey, you know, baseball's been here over 100 years and it's still going strong.
Relive your fondest memories of Brooks Robinson and see his Hall of Fame plaque at the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. For more information, visit us on the web at baseballhalloffame.org or call 888-HALL-OF-FAME.
Hey, Bees fans, are you looking for a summer deal and a meal to satisfy your cravings? Stop by Wiener Schnitzel today for the 2 for $2.22 deal. Chili cheese dog and chili cheeseburger, only $2.22. Hurry in today. And while you're there, don't forget to cool down with the new Tasty Freeze Brownie Freezy. Chewy brownies mixed with creamy vanilla Tasty Freeze soft serve, topped with chocolate syrup. Wiener Schnitzel. It's the official hot dog of the Salt Lake Bees. Wiener Schnitzel, pushing the boundaries of taste.
Welcome back to Sacramento, where the Bees shut out the River Cats tonight by a final score of 2-0. Time now for one last look at the Abra scoreboard, and we'll start in the Pacific Coast League, where Omaha scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th to rally past Iowa 7-6 in front of over 22,000 at Rosenblatt Stadium. At New Orleans, the Zephyrs crushed Oklahoma by a score of 10-4. At Nashville, Round Rock defeated the Sounds by a score of 6-4 as Chris Sampson goes to 10-1 on the year for the Express. Albuquerque's batting in the bottom of the 9th, trailing Memphis 5-3 as the Redbirds broke a 3-all tie with a 2-run 9th inning. At Colorado Springs, the Sky Sox top Portland 4-2. At Tacoma in the 8th, the Rainiers are shutting out Fresno 8-0. And in the 7th inning at Las Vegas, Tucson is blanking Las Vegas 9-0. In the American League, the Angels and Jared Weaver lead at Seattle 5-1 going to the bottom of the 8th through 7 innings. Weaver had struck out 9. Trying to go to 5-0 in the American League this year. In the 9th inning at Oakland, the A's lead Detroit 5-3. Elsewhere, Cleveland beat the Yankees 5-2. In Chicago, the White Sox fell to Baltimore by a score of 8-1. At Tampa Bay, the Devil Rays shut out Boston 3-0. Scott Kazmir, a complete game 2 hitter to go to 10-5. Josh Beckett, the loser, 10-4. Kazmir struck out 10. Texas topped Toronto 6-1. The former River Cat John Reinecker, the winner, now 4-2. And Minnesota rallied with 3 runs in the 8th to beat Kansas City 6-5. In the National League, they're in the 6th inning at Los Angeles. The Dodgers lead Arizona by a score of 8-2. Milwaukee scored 2 in the bottom of the 9th to rally past Cincinnati 8-7. Former Stinger Matt Wise gets the win. At Washington, the Nationals whip Florida 9-1. 2 home runs for Alfonso Soriano. At Atlanta, the Braves top the Cardinals 6-3. At New York, Pittsburgh beats the Mets 11-1. At Houston, the Astros topped the Cubs 7-2. 2 home runs for Lance Berkman. And San Francisco outlasted the Rockies in Denver by a score of 9-6. And that's your average scoreboard. Back with a scoring highlight from this game right after this on ESPN 1230.
Next.
Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you look like Patricia Heaton?
Oh, thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you had me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm...
the driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and terrine tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteak.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. How are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Fajita! Introducing Papa John's new sizzling fajita pizza with onions and peppers, a new Southwestern pizza sauce. Choose marinated steak or grilled chicken for only $11.99. A large sizzling fajita pizza, just $11.99. Call now or order online at papajohns.com. Play 100 sizzling days of summer at papajohns.com for a chance to win a Chrysler Crossfire. See store or website for details. Limited delivery area charges may apply.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. That I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for.
Classic baseball is back. The Salt Lake Bees. Now get a family pass to see the Bees this season for an incredible $199. That's only $276 per game for your entire immediate family. Call 325-BASE to get your family pass. The Salt Lake Bees. Classic baseball is back.
Welcome back to Sacramento, where the Bees and River Cats went back and forth the entire game, but could not score. The Bees had first and second, nobody out in the first, but could not tenth the board. The River Cats had a runner at first and second in the fourth, did not score. First and second in the eighth, but did not score thanks to a double play by Mike Rouse. The Bees, 3 times in the first 6 innings, got a leadoff single but could not move him around. But in the 8th, Corey Myers led off with a base hit to center field. He was sacrificed to second by Adam Pavkovich. Myers wild pitch to third. Reggie Willits was intentionally walked on a 3-1 count. Then left-hander Mark Watson came on to replace starter Ben Fritz and walked Curtis Pride to load the bases. Kazuhito Tadano, a right-hander, came on to face Howie Kendrick. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tadano's pitch. Line towards left, headed towards the corner. It's up there, and it's off the top of the wall. Myers scores. Willett scores. Into third, Pride, and at second base, Howie Kendrick with a 2-run double, and the Bees take a 2-0 lead. So 2-0 on the double by Kendrick. The Bees had a chance for more as they intentionally walked Mike Elward, but Jeff Mathis was called out on strikes, and Jason Espino bounced back to the mound. And the Bees were limited to 2 runs, but then, again, Marcus Gwynn got out of trouble in the 8th, and Greg Jones worked a 1-2-3 9th inning to procure his 8th save of the season. So the Bees have come away from Sacramento with a split, and they win 5 out of 8 on the road trip. The Bees head home tomorrow to begin a series with Colorado Springs, and we'll preview it for you right after this final timeout on ESPN 1230.
Paulie Colosimo here.
Yo, along with Joey as always. So, Paulie, tell the folks why we're so excited for spring to get here.
That's easy, so we can sunbathe in our Speedos, right?
Well, I do enjoy that. And with the packs we have, the ladies enjoy it too. But that's not what I had in mind.
Oh, well, you must be talking about grilling some of our Magnifico Colosimo sausages then.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Paulie.
Bada bing.
When most people think about grilling, they think about chicken or steaks. But those are wimp meat.
Yeah, if you want something with real taste and real kick, you gotta go with authentic Colosimo sausages on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice thick broths, a mild Italian or Tuscan. Just thinking about it makes me saliva ache.
Yeah, some hot Italian, which kind of reminds me of us in our Speedo.
A couple of hot Italians. You got that right, Joey.
Colosimo sausage. The sausage people. Now available at Dan's, Macy's, and Smith's.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
I'm not feeling too good.
Oh.
Ooh, you're looking a tad green for a raccoon. I think it might be the taco burrito I ate.
What? Why?
It was cheap.
Well, you're paying for it now.
No.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's? We make everything fresh right when you order, like our new 99-cent crispy chicken sandwich. That's right, all white meat chicken for just 99 cents.
Why didn't you just go to Wendy's?
Not too bright.
Make it a Wendy's night and do what tastes right till 2 a.m. Prices and participation may vary.
Hey, welcome back to Sacramento, where the Bees shut out the River Cats by a score of 2-0. Again, the 9th shutout for the pitching staff this year, leaving them 1 shy of the franchise record for a single season. They'll open up a 6-game homestand with a 3-game series against Colorado Springs tomorrow night. It'll be right-hander Dustin Mosley with a record of 8-3, facing right-hander Jose Acevedo. His record is 1-6. And again, the box office opens at 8:30 tomorrow. Tickets still do remain for the 4th of July baseball and fireworks extravaganza, so we hope to see you there. But if you can't make it, please join us on ESPN 1230 beginning at 6:40 with the On Deck Circle. Our thanks to Isaac back at our studios in Salt Lake City, and our thanks to you for listening. Once again, in 2 hours, 33 minutes, and in front of 14,414, the final score. The Salt Lake Bees 2 and the Sacramento River Cats nothing. We'll be back with you tomorrow, so until then, so long from the ballpark.
This has been the 10th Inning Show. Make sure to be with us next time for Salt Lake Bees baseball on your home for the Salt Lake Bees. ESPN 1230 AM.